before we begin this, I just want to say that this will be the first time I'm trying this. So, I might say part one at first, but it's not part one. It's actually, the full series. And don't worry, there is no intro and outro in the second part and the first part of the video put together. It's all together, and there will only be this intro and then the outro from part 3. Anywho, and also my outro that I paid for. Anywho, let's get into it. I don't want to take too much of your time.
Welcome back, guys. This is the King of Weebs there, and I shall be starting again the daily uploads. The only reason I'm doing that is because I do not like the new system I made, and I'm really not enjoying it. I like to make videos a lot, to be honest. I say it's really tiring, but I just realized that making a lot of videos can be tiring, but in the end I can just take a break like every 3 weeks or so. But it is what it is. Anywho, now this is What If Naruto Went Into a Coma, part 1. I'm not sure when I'm going to be uploading this. Monday, I'm not sure. Maybe not. I might upload this today on a Friday, but I'm probably just going to spend Friday, Saturday, Sunday just making videos. And I'm going to keep pre-recording every day, so I have videos ready, free videos ahead. Anywho, now, not how we need to do some background story in that. Naruto. Well, the story of Naruto begins as per normal, just that here, Sasuke is not a Sasuke, and her name, yes, her. You could say this could be like her wife. Sasuke was a girl as well, but yeah. Anywho, Sasuke's name will be Satsuki, and the only reason I'm saying this is because I actually do not have a name for Sasuke as a woman, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of stole that name from Anime X because I really was it Anime X? No, I don't think it was Anime X. Wait, let me quickly check. Plus Ultraman, I'm sorry. Shout out to him. He's way bigger than me. I love his wives. I have watched a lot of his wives. And I'm only taking Satsuki as a name. I'm not actually gonna steal his story or anything, because this story is really different from his wife. Sasuke was a girl, but it is what it is. Now, Naruto, who has he's been bullied for quite a long while, and he's now 4 years old. He's been bullied for his whole life, pretty much. Bullied, abused, and everything. Naruto is still the knuckleheaded ninja he is, but he doesn't show it. He is the kind kid that he always is. It's just that he can't really show it since he never really gets to hang out with anyone, and every time he goes out he gets beaten. But one night, after he finished his beating session, yes, Naruto really couldn't. So I was literally just gonna be like, nah fam, I gotta do something about it. But of course, while he was saying this, a girl actually came up to him, and you can guess who that is. Satsuki. Satsuki actually went in front, came up to him, and since Naruto was looking into the sky, Satsuki came behind him and looked into his eyes, saying, "Hey, you okay?" And basically Naruto's like, "Wait, what? Who are you?" And got shook, and actually tried to stand up, but then hit his head against Satsuki's, and Satsuki's like, "What was that for?" And basically Naruto's like, "You scared me? It's not my fault you come in front of me. I know a G. Like, you gotta calm down in that man ain't that." Man ain't on that scary thing in that. Man's a pussy in that. I'm joking, but still, you know what I mean. Now, Naruto, who has been startled, actually stands up and asks her who she is, and Satsuki says, "I'm Satsuki Uchiha, and I saw you getting bullied, and I felt really sad for you, so I came here to help you." And then she shows that she shows him. Yes, my English went out of the window right there. Yeah, she shows him that she's actually here with a medkit. Not a medkit, literally a first aid, and she bandaged him up. And basically Naruto told her that she should go home. It's dangerous and out at night. And basically she's like, "Don't worry, my home is near here." And basically that's a lie, because she actually lives quite far, in the outskirts of the Leaf Village. But it is what it is. Now, Naruto was about to go home and say he said bye, but then Satsuki's like, "Are you sure you can go alone?" And basically Naruto's like, "What do you mean?" And basically she's like, "Aren't you going to get beaten again?" And Naruto's like, "Whatever, I'll go through every day. I'm used to it now." And Satsuki's like, "No, come with me. You can come to my house." And basically Naruto's like, "What do you mean?" And basically she just drags him there, and yeah, Satsuki walks into her house with Naruto. Of course, her mother and father were there, and Itachi actually greeted them. And Itachi's like, "Oh, who might this be?" And basically, Satsuki then says, "This is my new friend Naruto, Naruto Uzumaki," and basically, Mikoto hearing that name, she actually was like, "Wait, what? Naruto Uzumaki? You mean the Naruto Uzumaki, the Naruto's Jinchuriki and Kushina's son?" And basically, she goes out running, and she's like, "Wait, Satsuki, who are you with?" And basically, then the Satsuki basically says who this is, and basically, yeah, whatever, you know the drill. Anywho, from then on, Naruto and Satsuki have actually been real good friends. Naruto and Satsuki always hang out together, and they actually had a little friend group. Even Choji Shikamaru joined the little friend group, even Shino. So there were only 5 of them, but still they had a lot of fun together. And here's what it is. Satsuki then one day, she's just saying 2 years passed, nothing happened, and Naruto, who has actually during this time has actually been thinking of starting to train, starting to actually protect himself, because people just don't beat him because Satsuki's there. So Fugaku's son, I said son, Fugaku's daughter. It's so weird saying Sasuke's a girl. Not gonna lie, but still Sasuke's daughter, and man said Sasuke's daughter. I'm a skunked. Fugaku's daughter, Shikaku's son, chose a son, and of course I forgot the Aburame guy's name. Anyway, Shino's there, so they don't really go up against him because they know that if he's in that friend group, their fathers are probably gonna get pissed if they're if something happens to them too, and if they're gonna try to help Naruto, they're probably gonna beat them. So they don't even try. They don't want to risk it. But Naruto knows that's the only reason people are not beating him, and he's been a year. He's kind of happy, but now he wants to start training. Naruto's now 5. And he actually begins just with little drills like in the original, you know, when Naruto, they showed Naruto's past, how he used to go to the forest and that, and train on his own. Yeah, Naruto does that now. But here's what it is. Naruto, who's Naruto, still gets beaten whenever he's alone. And Naruto still got beaten to this day, just that he always hides his bruises, and people try to hit him bruise him where you can't really see it. It's not visible. Anywho, Naruto kept doing this for a full year, and he actually got pretty good. His chakra control was a bit better here because he has actually been doing chakra control drills. He actually went to the library a few times, but he still got beaten. But this time he was actually able to fight back against a few of them. Usually there's around 10 of them who beat him, and he's actually been able to actually handle them lot. But then he does get tired eventually, and they win in the end. But still, Naruto over time, he realizes that these are like his sparring partners, just that brutally annihilate him every time he makes a mistake. So Naruto takes this as an opportunity to get stronger, and one day actually get revenge by actually beating them in a fight, since they always fight. And these men are so used to beating Naruto that they don't really care what happens to them. They just want to kill him. One day, one of them actually, when Naruto was 6, and he was just coming back after playing in Sasuke's house, and basically Sasuke wanted to go with him, but it was too late, and her mother didn't allow it. And basically, she saw that Naruto actually left some money, and basically her mom was always like, never take money from others, and this is the opportunity that she felt it was the time that she could just go and give it to him, and she wanted to walk Naruto home anyways. So she told her mom, and her mom's like, alright, but you have to be back in 10 minutes, and basically so she does, and she goes until she actually turns the corner to see that there were 10 people, actually there were actually more than 10 people. From what she could see, there were 10 to 15 people. She couldn't really count in time, but she saw Naruto getting beaten up, and this time Naruto really couldn't handle any of them because they actually had weapons now, and Naruto, if he got close to them, he would get annihilated. But one of them had enough and said, "You damn demon, you might as well just die today." And basically, as soon as he said this, he sliced Naruto right in the chest, and Naruto, blood gushed out of Naruto's wound, and Naruto was like, "No, what's going on? I'm losing consciousness. No, I can't see, I can't hear. What's going on?" And basically Naruto then saw that a few kids came out of nowhere, and it was his friends. Yes, Choji and Shikamaru and Shino were actually coincidentally just walking down there, and just saying, they're actually pretty strong here. Choji actually, their parents actually started training them. Even Tsuki joined in now, and just saying, they all train secretly. Not secretly, they know about training, but they just never knew about Naruto's training, even though Naruto said, "I'm going to start training soon." Anyway, now they all start annihilating them lot, because especially Shikamaru was actually the strongest out of the group. Satsuki, who had the Sharingan, would be able to beat Shikamaru just that in raw power, but since Shikamaru has the Shadow Possession Jutsu, and he is actually really good with it now, even though he's, Jesus Christ, even though he's only 6 years old, yeah. he was able to stop all of them, and basically now they got beaten. And basically Naruto on the ground, Shino actually used his healing bugs. Yes, Shino actually got them. Yes, they're actually pretty OP. They're actually a pretty OP little squad. Yeah, Shino actually used his healing bugs to actually stop the bleeding, but Naruto was far too gone. He lost too much blood, and they had to take him to the hospital. Of course, he needed a blood donation, but no one was willing to give it except for Satsuki. She actually had the same blood type as Naruto. I'll say, oh, I don't care. Anywho, she gave her blood, but then Naruto was found out to be in a coma. Naruto was in a coma. Yes, that is how Naruto actually gets in his coma. But there's something different about this story. I'm not just gonna end the story because Naruto's in a coma and everything else happens and Naruto just stays weak as he is. No. Naruto wakes up in front of a cage. This cage was Kuroma's cage, and Kuroma started talking to Naruto. This time Kuroma was actually pretty sad for Naruto, that Naruto nearly got killed for no reason. Like literally, man was just trying to go home and that. But still, he respected that Naruto kept trying, even though it was at the end of it. Literally, Naruto was about to die. So the Naruto says, "I guess you finally came to visit me, Naruto Uzumaki." Naruto's like, "Who are you?" And basically the Naruto explains that he was sealed inside of him, that's why the people hate him. And this is just saying, it's not the kind Kurama, it's not the one that Minato got, it's actually the Yang side, I'm pretty sure. Yin and Yang, yeah, Yin comes first, I'm pretty sure. That's how I remember, Yin and Yang, Yin comes first. So the first side was actually given to Minato by his ways. Now, anywho, Naruto then asks, "Why are you talking to me then?" And basically Kurama says, "You're in a coma, Naruto. I know you could wake up from it. You can, one day, but I'm not sure when. For all I know, you could wake up in 20 years, but you'd probably be dead since a lot of villagers would try to kill you." And basically Naruto says, "So it's the end." And basically Kurama's like, "No, knowing the Hokage, he wouldn't let you die." And Naruto's taking this pretty, like, literally, I know it was a pretty hard blow in the original, but Naruto's taking this more seriously. And is that, oh well, it's the Naruto's, what can I do? I can't change my fate, can I? Anywho, then Kurama then says, "But Naruto, if you are in a coma for a long time, when you wake up you won't be able to do many things. For example, you lose the ability to walk, maybe even the ability to talk, maybe even your memory. So that's why, Naruto, I just want to show you something." And basically Naruto's like, "What?" And basically Kurama lets out all of his power, literally lets out a ton of power, which basically it doesn't come out of Naruto because Naruto's unconscious, but still Naruto can feel it in his mind. And then Kurama says, "I shall be training you, young brat. And one day when you wake up, you shall be a strong shinobi, stronger than most people. I know a lot of things about jutsus, even though I can't do them myself. I've seen them. I've seen a lot of them in my whole life. And I shall help you, Naruto Uzumaki. You'll become the greatest shinobi ever. And you'll show these damned villagers that me and you, or shall I say you, are not the Narutos. You're Naruto Uzumaki." And Naruto then says, "So, wait, didn't you say you hate people, humans?" And basically Kurama's like, "Yes. But you seem to be taking the fact that I am inside of you much better than most of my Jinchurikis before." And basically Naruto's like, "Wait, what do you mean?" And basically Kurama then actually tells Naruto the truth about his parents. And basically then out of nowhere, since Naruto actually found out now, his parents actually come out of the, well, literally spawn, and they're like, "Wait, what's going on?" And basically the only reason this is because plot of convenience. Literally, I just have to do it because Naruto will be in a coma for a long time. Anywho, I'm going to continue this bit later on, but in the real world, what's really happening, Tsuki's actually on Naruto's deathbed, what they think it is, because they don't know when Naruto could be waking up, and most people think he's dead, and some people are like, finally he's dead. But still, the Hokage bangs his fist on the wall. Is like, "God damn, if only I was there, if only I could protect Naruto myself. It's my fault. I'm sorry, Satsuki." And Satsuki says, "No, I could have helped him earlier. I just stood back for some reason." Basically, it's true, Satsuki did still stand back just to watch for a second, but that 1 second was crucial. If she only entered a second earlier and knocked out the guy with the katana, literally she could have saved Naruto's life. But still, But then all her friends literally comfort her, saying that it's not your fault, even us, we could have been there earlier. And basically Satsuki is pretty sad. And then her parents come in, Fugaku and Mikoto. They're here because they heard about the news about Naruto, because they were actually starting to have a liking towards Naruto. They're like, Naruto's like our little girl's crush, but still, you know what I mean. Anywho, Naruto, now that he's in a coma, they were like, who did this? And Fugaku was pretty pissed because he sees that his daughter, not her, his daughter is hurt, and he wants to get revenge. He wants to basically annihilate the people that literally did this to her. And basically, the Hokage is like, please, Fugaku, hold back your rage. I can already feel it from a mile away. Anyone could feel that. And basically then Mikoto is like, Satsuki, you don't have to get down. Naruto will wake up soon. And basically Satsuki then says, you're just lying to me. I know he won't wake up. And basically then she runs out and she goes to Naruto's favorite place, the fourth Hokage's stone face. And basically then she starts revealing all her secrets about Naruto. She actually liked Naruto. She actually liked him from the first day she saw him. Even though he was getting bullied, he was getting beaten, he was weak back then, she still liked him. And she really liked his personality, how he always stood back up, even though he was a bit after they all went. Still, he stood back up, and he was on his feet. He was on his 2 feet, on his own 2 feet, and she knows that that's something that she would struggle to do after what happened to Naruto. She thinks to herself that Naruto is so strong, I wouldn't be able to do that to save my life, to be honest. But still, anywho, now Naruto in his mind sees 2 figures walking towards him, and they both bend over. Not that way. Literally, they kneel down. That's what I meant. Kneel down, and they both hug him. And Naruto's like, what's going on? And Naruto can feel a connection to them, and tears are actually flowing down, literally running down his cheeks. And Naruto's like, why am I sad? Why am I crying? And basically, both of them look at him. They don't have much time, but still, 5-6 minutes, 10 minutes, maybe even half an hour is more than enough. I'll say half an hour. And basically they explain what really happened. Even Kuroma's like, I'm sorry, I really didn't mean it. And basically Kuroma's changed. He's changed because of what happened to Naruto and Naruto's perseverance after all this. And just saying, the villagers hated Naruto way more than the original. He never used to get beaten. He used to get neglected, but he got beaten here. He got extremely beaten. And yeah, so Naruto asked them, but why are they here, how are they here? And basically they said that in his seal they left a bit of their chakra so they can meet him in the future, but I guess it's better to do it now. And basically they asked, why is Naruto here, still here, and why was he in his mind at this age? And Naruto then basically tells them the full story, and Kurama actually says it's true. And basically they're like, wait, what? But how? Don't they know that you're our son? And basically Naruto's like, no, they don't. And they realize that the Hokage must have kept a secret because they didn't want he didn't want Minato's enemies, because Minato made some enemies, like enemies during the war. And if they found out that Naruto was Minato's son, they would hold nothing back. They would come in, they'd go out with Naruto's head. Anywho, now they actually like, wait, so you're in a coma right now, do you know? And basically they know what a coma is, but they don't know when Naruto's gonna wake up. And they ask Naruto what is he gonna do in the meantime. And Naruto's like, I'm going to train my body, even though he's not going to train it physically, mentally. He's going to remember everything that he learned, and then he can do it in the real world, can't he, right? And basically they see where Naruto's coming from, and they can see why Naruto wants to do this. He wants to get stronger because he knows that he did tell them about his little friend group and how they train, and he trained secretly because he wasn't as strong as them, he wasn't as good as them. They were all pretty much prodigies there, but Naruto was just that one little kid trying to keep up. So he trained on his own. He wanted them to think he's weak, and then one day in the academy he just comes out to be the strongest. That's what Naruto wanted to do, but he was really falling back because of his chakra control. So Minato actually helps him out right before he leaves. He actually writes down, he actually tells Kurama about how to do it and how to do these things. And just saying, you're wondering, how's Naruto gonna get kunais and everything? Don't worry, it's Naruto's mind, so technically he can do anything in his mind, can't he? Like, in my mind, I can do whatever I want. I can imagine myself doing whatever the fuck I want. Hey, you know what I mean? Anywho, plot convenience, come on. So Kurama knows how to do Kurama now understood the 3 things about the Rasengan. And basically right before Kushina left too. Kushina actually taught Naruto how to do a few basic ninjutsus. For example, the shadow clone jutsu. Yes, Kushina knew that too. And then Minato taught him how to do the body flicker. Naruto was a prodigy in the first place, just that it was his chakra control. Yes, Naruto will be a prodigy in this way, just that he never knew it's because of his chakra control. And here, that now that the Naruto's is not really affecting his chakra control, chakra vessels anymore, he's like, oh, whatever, this kid's fine. Anywho, now Naruto can do all these techniques and a few techniques, basic ones. Even though the Shadow Clone Jutsu is not a basic technique, it's actually a Jonin level technique, a B rank technique. But still, Naruto had more than enough chakra, even at the age of 6, to do at least 20 clones. Yes, I know in the original he went from 1,000 to literally a dozen, but still Naruto has a lot of chakra. Anywho, Naruto's really stoked, but then he sees his parents glowing, and basically Minato and Kushina say that Kurama will teach you everything that he knows over the next foreseeable future that you will be with him. Anywho, and right before Minato left, he told him one more thing about Jiraiya, how Jiraiya is his godfather, and he holds the key for Kurama's cage, and if he one day wants to master Kurama's key, chakra, not key, I said key accidentally, sorry guys. Anywho, he tells him about Jiraiya having everything. Anywho, Naruto's parents left, and Naruto was crying. He missed them. He will miss them forever, and he knows that he'll pretty much never see them ever again. But still, Kurama said, "Hey kid, we begin now. I know your parents just left, but still, do you really want, if you want to fulfill their dreams of you becoming great shinobi one day, you begin from now, understood? You'll become the greatest, I'm telling you right now. I'm the one training you. So don't worry, kiddo. You won't get any rest, but still, you'll get strong." It's a good exchange. And Naruto says, how about we just start already instead of talking a bit less? And basically, Kurama's like, yeah, true, let's begin. So Naruto, over the next 6 years, which is basically at the end of the academy, basically, and yeah, so Naruto will keep training until that time arrives. And while this is happening, so Satsuki, I'm pretty sure I called it Satsuki. Yeah, Satsuki, Choji, Shikamaru, and Ashino actually didn't hang out as much, but still they trained their heads off. Literally, they trained so hard. They're like, we'll never let this happen to any of our friends, and they kept training over the next 6 years, and they actually became Satsuki. Let's begin with Satsuki. She actually got the free Tomoe Sharingan, and she was actually even though her clan got massacred, she even though it was a great shock to her, she stayed true to her ninja way to never let any of her friends, close ones, die. And this actually after Naruto's after Naruto's coma and her parents' death, that is what really formed her ninja way. And she wasn't as vengeful. She wanted just to understand why, but she knew that she wasn't gonna get an explanation without a fight. So she wants to get even stronger to get revenge. Not revenge as killing Itachi, because in her heart she knows that Itachi would never do this. He loved his family, and she knows that he would never do something like that. She's more reasonable here. She's not like, oh no, he killed them, revenge time. Anywho, now, as I said, she has the free Tomoe Sharingan, and she has a free chakra natures. Fire, water, and lightning. So she's pretty strong. Anywho, now it's Shikamaru. Shikamaru actually learned the shadow stitching jutsu. I'm just saying, this is 6 years later. Shadow stitching jutsu, and also shadow binding, shadow possession, also and just saying, he actually learned shadow absorption, which basically, if he actually gets the shadows, he can absorb the chakra. And yeah, that's actually pretty overpowered jutsu. So he technically has an unlimited pool of chakra, just like Naruto. But it is what it is. It's pretty hard to get, first of all, especially if people actually know his technique. Anywho, now, Choji is just as strong as Shippuden Choji. I'll say, not Painarch, that's too strong. Around, basically, beginning with Shippuden Choji, that's how strong he is. That's pretty strong. I'm pretty sure that Choji is just as strong as the Red Pill Choji, the Butterfly Choji. I say that's how strong he is. Butterfly Red Pill Choji. That's how strong he is right now. And that means he's actually strong as one of the Sound 4. Anywho, now it's Shino. Shino actually is OP. Shino is actually damn OP because he has poisonous beetles, he has poisonous bugs, he has healing bugs, he has bloody fire release bugs, water release bugs, lightning release bugs, wind release bugs, even earth bugs, earth style bugs. Anywho, you know what I mean? He has all 5 chakra niches technically. Anywho, that's how strong he is. I'll go into in depth about them later on when they actually do have fights, but it is what it is for now. Anywho, now Naruto, well, of course the teams are actually made, just that here there is less people. Team 7 will actually have a person less. Yes, that is what's going to happen. Since Naruto's not here, Team 7 will only be a 3-man team, because there is not many people to join. And so the teams will be Team 10, Choji, Shikamaru, Choji, Shikamaru, yeah, and Ino. Team 10 will be Kiba, Hinata, and you know, what's her name again? I mean his Kiba, Hinata, and Shino. Yeah, and then, well, the teams are pretty much the same, just that Satsuki and Sakura are in the same team. Sakura is not really fond of Satsuki because apparently, according to her, she's just a hoe. If you guys know what a hoe is, I'm pretty sure you know what it is. Anywho, now, sorry, an elastic band just fell on me, shit. Anywho, now, you know what I mean. But still, they're in the same team, and that's the only 2-man team there is. Well, 3-man team. Of course, the teacher is Kakashi, and so their training begins. Since here, and Team 7 is not full, there will still be a few. No, the thing, arcs is still the same. There will just be a few changes. Now, Naruto, who's still in his coma, he's actually trained real hard, and Naruto actually has KCM 1 already because Kurama just gave it to him. Just that he cannot use it in real life if he was there. He can only use it in his mind, and that is only because he still hasn't fought Kurama physically, like literally, not physical, but still, you know what I mean, when he was awake. So the only way Kurama will actually give him the true KCM to train with is after he beats him in a fight. Right now, Kurama is not even out of the cage. He only allowed Naruto to use KCM once to just show how much power he could get if he's strong enough to actually beat him. And according to Kurama, Naruto knows that there is a stronger KCM form, according to Kurama, and that is when they both work together and he's out of his cage, and he can give as much chakra as, to Naruto that he can give, of course, because he can give all of his chakra, to be honest, now, if he's out of the cage. But it is what it is. Now, a few months pass, and Team 7 still went on Zabuza mission, just that here, Sakura was a lot more useful. Sakura actually trains a lot harder, because there is only a 2-man team. She can't depend on Satsuki, because she actually competes with Satsuki, even though she's nowhere near. Satsuki never showed the true strength, but still, Kakashi is proud of the team, but the only downfall is that they cannot enter the tuning exams. Haku still dies, Zabuza still dies, but it's pretty sad, but still, we'll have to skip that arc. Anywho, now, still, Naruto, who's still in his coma, Satsuki visited him every single day, well, as many possible days as she could, unless she's in a mission, she can't, like the Zabuza arc that just happened. Satsuki, right after this mission, she went home, got changed, and she actually, at night, sneaked into Naruto's room. The only reason she goes at night is because she doesn't want anyone else to see her going to Sasuke's room. And since their little friend group hasn't really talked to each other for a year, a year or two, still they always, whenever they visit Naruto, they always go together, even though they haven't visited him in a while. Still, the only reason is because they train real hard. But now they actually went to train, well, to actually meet Naruto. Satsuki never came, even though if they invited her, she never came, and that the only reason is because she never visited Naruto over the 6 years, according to them. And they're like, maybe we should visit, tell her, ask her again now. Now, Satsuki came to visit Naruto after they left at night, around like 10 p.m. And Naruto, well, she actually started crying. She said, Naruto, why do you have to leave me? I loved you, and blah blah blah. And literally, she's telling Naruto everything, and Naruto having finished his training, and just saying, I haven't told anything about Naruto's training. I know I gave a few vague explanations, but Naruto will have techniques that no one has ever seen, and no one will ever see. Like, for example, a few techniques that new techniques that Naruto has made on his own, but still, now Naruto actually started gaining some form of consciousness. Naruto, in his mind, he can feel something different. He can feel his old body back for some reason. And then he tells Kurama, and Kurama's like, it's time, Naruto. It's time for you to wake up. Go on. Try to move your body, Naruto. Try going back to your consciousness. Try it. I've taught you multiple times to try. You always try every day, remember? Go on, do it. You can do this, Naruto. You can do this. And he keeps saying, you can do this, Naruto. And basically, out of nowhere, Kurama's face is Kurama's literally, Kurama's voice starts fading away. And Naruto's like, Kurama? What's going on? Kurama, what are you doing? Where are you going? And basically, Naruto actually still trying to move his body. And Satsuki, who's on the outside, she can see Naruto actually clenching her hands. And basically, Naruto can feel someone's hands in his, someone's warmth. Literally, someone warm around him. And basically, he just holds something. He can feel something warm in his hands. And basically, Satsuki's like, wait, what's this? You've never done this in the 6 years I visited you, Naruto. And basically, she starts screaming Naruto. And basically, even the nurses hear this. And basically, they're just saying the literally Anbu were put on guard for Naruto. And Naruto, and basically, the Hokage on this night was actually willing to actually go and visit Naruto once in a while. And he actually, it's this night that he actually decided on. And that's just for plot convenience. And basically, he hears Satsuki's voice. And he's like, wait, what? I've never been told who visited Satsuki. No, Naruto. Well, I've never been told that Satsuki visits Naruto. They tell me everyone who visits what's going on. And basically, literally, his body flickers in front of the door, and he opens it to see that Naruto is on his bed and getting hugged by Satsuki. Satsuki's crying, literally hugging him as tight as she can. Basically, never to let go. And the only reason she's doing this is because last time she let go of Naruto, and this is what happened. And so she doesn't want this to happen ever again. Anywho, the Hokage asks Naruto what's going on. When did he wake up? And Naruto's like, just now, I just felt Satsuki's hand and I woke up. And basically, the Hokage's like, I see. I'll be bringing the doctors in right now to check you up. And basically, the doctors come in, the medics, and basically they check. And Naruto's fine. And they're like, wait, what? He can talk perfectly. Can he walk? And basically, they help him up. And Naruto can walk a bit wonky, but still, it's better than most people. And they were actually confused because not many people who are in coma for multiple years can walk afterwards. My guy, that's kind of mad. But still, Naruto needs some help. So, because of this, they actually postponed the Chunin exams, and so they will announce it in a month or two, because they actually want to see how Naruto, the Hokage especially, wants to spend time with Naruto, and he wants to understand what happened. Did something happen in his mind or something? Did he see anything? Or he wants to know the true story from his perspective and punish the ones that actually hurt him. And Naruto said, there's no need to punish them. The ones that sent me to this state are the ones who helped me the most. And basically, the Hokage is like, what do you mean, Naruto? And basically, Naruto says, I'll explain once I get to spar with someone. And basically, the Hokage is like, wait, what? And so, in a month's time, Naruto actually was able to walk perfectly again. And his physical abilities actually got stronger. Not only because he was growing up, but still, they were stronger than a normal 12-year-old. Literally, if they compared him to some of the final year of the academy students, and Naruto was much more robust. But Naruto wasn't doing anything for 6 years, and they were confused. And Naruto's body only got stronger like this because of Naruto's mental training and how he learned all these techniques. And Naruto actually, one day, he actually went to the Hokage and just saying, Satsuki asked the Hokage to actually let Naruto live in her room, and the Hokage actually declined, saying that to a female and a male shouldn't live together, especially at this age. And basically, the only reason he's saying this is because they're about to go through puberty and that, you know what I mean? And things can happen. So, Naruto's actually moved near Satsuki because Satsuki was really persistent and he really saw why. And yeah, he understood why. And he's like, ah, young love, young love. Anyway, now Naruto went to the Hokage and asked him if he can become a ninja or something. And the Hokage's like, Naruto, you just woke up from a coma. You shouldn't be worrying about this right now. You can do it afterwards. There's no need, Naruto. Just take your time. You just have to rest a lot and study quite a bit. And basically Naruto's like, I can show you. I'm much stronger than most people in this village. And basically the Hokage's like, Naruto, like, what's going on? And basically Naruto then says, I'll show you. And basically Hokage's like, Naruto's Maki, what's wrong with you? And Naruto's like, I'll show you. Just let me spar with you once, please, Hokage, I beg you. This is the only request I'm going to make. Just let me spar with you, please, I beg. And the Hokage gave in his alright, Naruto, this better be good, okay? And basically, so the Kakashi was actually pretty worried about Naruto too, because Kakashi knows about Naruto. Naruto knows about Kakashi too now, because you know how Kushina knew about Kakashi and them lot. She met them and she knew about the team. And Kurama actually told him, because when Naruto asked him about his parents, about my money. Sorry, my £2. No, my £2 coin. The only money I have. No, I'm poor. Please. Anywho, now the Kurama has told him what he saw in the past, what he saw from Kushina and them lot, and he told him about the wars in the past and how he fought the first Hokage himself, and the first Hokage was so strong that he was able to put him down within like seconds of their fight beginning. Anywho, now Naruto looks at the Hokage in the eyes, and the Hokage's army were there. Even Kakashi, Satsuki was actually following them, and she wanted to see what's going on, and she saw this fight, and so she actually goes next to her sensei, and she asks what's going on. And Sakura, who was actually around, she actually saw Satsuki sneaking around, and she's like, let me quickly sneak around her. And so she joined in, and she's like, wait, what's this? And basically she asks, who is this one? Who is this child? Because she thinks since Naruto hasn't really been getting the nutrition he needs, he's a bit shorter than Sakura. Yeah, Sakura's actually a bit taller than Satsuki here. And yeah, now of course they'll get taller over time, but still, she's like, who is this? He looks like 11 or something. And basically Satsuki says he's actually older than us. Oh well, he's actually older than you. And Satsuki is actually 1 month older than Naruto, just like in the original. But still, now Naruto began his fight with the Hokage, and they were all actually watching intensively, because Naruto actually let out a true fighter's pressure. Literally, they were like, wait, what's this pressure coming from Naruto? And Naruto body flickered in front of the Hokage. Naruto looking at the Hokage into the eyes, saying, you must be better than this, right? You're not going to get hit by this one. And basically, the Hokage dodges Naruto easily. Naruto, with his eyes closed, is like, finally, do you understand, Hokage? You shouldn't take me lightly. And basically Naruto body flickers again, but this time even faster, and kicks the Hokage. But the Hokage was able to block him with his 2 arms, and then break out, literally use his arms to actually make Naruto literally, you know, blow him away. And then the Hokage's like, so you really want to fight me like that, Naruto, huh? And Naruto, and the Hokage actually takes out his pipe, and takes off his hat and throws the 2, and literally throws his clothes away, and shows that he's already in his fighting gear, just like what happened with the Orochimaru and that, you know what I mean. Anywho, now the Hokage blitzes Naruto to end him in one shot, one little elbow shot, but still Naruto didn't give up. Naruto's much stronger than what most people think he is. He body flickers right behind the Hokage and says, Hokage, do you really think you can beat me like that? And basically the Hokage is like, I wasn't planning on it. And basically then throws a kunai right at Naruto's arm, because he doesn't really want to hurt Naruto. So he throws it at his arm, and Naruto actually says, God damn it. And as soon as he says this, he smiles and laughs, saying, gotcha. And Naruto turns into lightning. Yes, Naruto actually used the lightning clone right there. And the Hokage was actually startled, but the Hokage was able to body flicker away. But at the same time, Naruto body flickered right in front of him and literally looked at him with a smug look, saying, "Hokage, I guess you underestimated me on after all. A bit too much, indeed." And basically, the Hokage is like, "You're really strong, Naruto. I wanted an explanation after this one. This should be fun." And basically, as soon as he says this, Naruto and the Hokage actually clash, just like Zamasu and the thing, Vegeta Blue did in the DBS anime. You know, the one punch, yeah, that thing. And basically, Naruto actually got blown back because Naruto's actually still weaker than the Hokage, even though he's strong as hell. He's actually weaker, but that's not what Naruto was planning to do. Then Naruto uses his body flicker to actually body flicker around the Hokage, and then out of nowhere, he actually used the he actually creates lightning on his hand and says lightning lightning style, lightning dragon. And basically, as soon as he does that, he puts out his hand like he's about to blast something out of his hand, but indeed something else came out, something much scarier than just a normal blast of lightning. But Naruto says, "Wait, did I say lightning dragon? Let me quickly check." Yes, I did say lightning dragon. Then Naruto says, "How about you take this?" And the Hokage looked and he saw a massive dragon, literally a dragon with wings. Like, you know how a dragon looks, right? No, imagine a Charizard, yeah, but just much bigger, yeah, something like that. And he was flying towards the Hokage. It wasn't like the Kirin or anything. And in the stands, well, not in the stands, Satsuki, Kakashi, the Anbu, and the Sakura were all stunned. And the Anbu actually realized that the Hokage is actually in danger. And they were about to step in. But then Kakashi said, "How about you guys stop? Do you really think the Hokage will be beaten by Naruto that easily? The Hokage is much stronger than that. Do you really underestimate him that much?" And the Anbu actually kind of gets scared of Kakashi, because Kakashi actually wants to see this fight, because he's already been told about Naruto might be Naruto after he actually learns a few things and actually starts learning a lot more. He's going to join their team, since they're only a 3-man team. But still, now that he's watching this, he wants to see how strong Naruto really is, especially because he's actually putting up a much better fight than what he would have. No, maybe not him, but still, he's putting up an amazing fight against the Hokage, and this technique has never been seen before. But then Naruto says, the Hokage actually then says, "Fire Star, Fire Dragon Bomb." And basically, as soon as he says this, he he blows out a massive dragon, and he countered. It was like a Rayquaza. You know what a Rayquaza looks like? Yes, I'm pretty sure you do. It's a legendary Pokemon. Anywho, now the fire dragon actually wraps around the lightning dragon like a snake, and then they both explode. A massive explosion, a blue explosion. Blue flames were all around the battlefield. And Naruto says, "Interesting, Hokage. You're really stronger than what I thought." And basically smiles, and Naruto then says, "Well, this might be the final move I can do before you probably end me, so I better make this one the best one. Understood, Hokage? So do not hold anything back, or you might actually die." And basically the Hokage is like, "Naruto, don't make me laugh." And basically the Hokage is taking this as a true threat, because he knows that Naruto must be hiding a lot more, and he's confused on how. He wants to ask him. He has a ton of questions for Naruto. But then Naruto says, "The only reason I actually allowed you to destroy that is because I wanted to do this." And basically, I don't know, and Naruto actually teleported back. And something that the Hokage really didn't know is that the dragon that Naruto actually pulled out had a sealing formula everywhere. Literally, that one sealing formula sealed the dragon. And as soon as he exploded, the Hokage did get hit by a few lightning bits. I'll say bits because lightning particles. And basically, he got sealed. He didn't notice because the seal was like, it wasn't weak, it was pretty strong, but still, it wasn't like a contract seal where you could actually feel it. But still, Naruto teleported behind it and said, "Hokage, I'm sorry, but this is the end." And Naruto had the Rasen Shuriken in his hand and said, "Wind style, Rasen Shuriken." And as soon as he says this, he throws it. He throws the Rasen Shuriken at the Hokage. And I know this is pretty over freaking powered, but still, Naruto just woke up and he wants to pretty much see how strong he is against someone like the Hokage, because he knows he's strong. He's strong. But still, anywho, the Hokage got hit by this. And basically, I don't know, there was an explosion strong enough to actually destroy the Hokage's body. But I don't know, once the explosion finished, Naruto just saw a few pieces of wood in the middle of the crater that he created. And he's like, "God damn it." And I don't know, the Hokage actually teleported behind Naruto with a kunai to his neck. And it's like, "Well done, Naruto. You could have killed me there. But I just had to tell you this, that that threat that you actually, how you threatened me, I took that seriously. Not as a joke. I don't take threats lightly, Naruto. So I should kill you here, if truth be told. But still, I don't think I should. Anywho, Naruto's like, yeah, I don't think you should either. And basically, the Hokage's like, what? And they were kind of joking around, and Naruto's like, do you really want to anger my late father? And basically, the Hokage widens his eyes, and he's like, wait, what? And wait. And then he remembers the technique Naruto actually used. He teleported behind the Hokage. That was no body flicker. That was actually teleportation. From what he saw, Naruto ripped through space and time. Literally, Naruto ripped through the fabric of space and time. But still, a space-time ninjutsu. Now, the Hokage actually said, alright, we shall be going back now. And then he picked up his clothes, and he went off with Naruto. Kakashi had a lot of questions, so he went with them. But Satsuki and Sakura actually left out. Satsuki wanted to understand what happened to Naruto, and basically Naruto then smiles at Satsuki and says, in a bit, Satsuki, I'll tell you everything in a bit. We can hang out later as well. And basically Satsuki's happy about this. That's all she cares about right now. But then, anywho, now, the Hokage starts off by asking Naruto what happened during the time he was in a coma. And Naruto then explains everything. He explains everything from the very beginning. Everything. From bit to bit. It took him an hour or so, but still, Naruto explained all of his 6 years in his coma. And then basically, Naruto is actually not as strong as the Hokage. He's actually weaker than the Hokage. The Rasen Shuriken he used was nowhere near as strong as the one he used against Kakuzu. I was kind of over exaggerating. I used a hyperbole there. You know what I mean? When I said that the Hokage's body could have got annihilated. Naruto's still weaker than Kakashi, because the amount of chakra he can output right now is actually weaker than Kakashi's, and that's why his techniques are much weaker. That's why and much slower as well. Except for the flying Raijin, because that's pretty much the fastest technique that anyone could have ever seen. But still, no naked eye could really see how Midas was going to teleport, especially when you're unaware of a ceiling formula on the back of his shoulder. And just saying, the ceiling formula that Naruto used was a one thing only. But when he actually attacked the Hokage, and just saying, the Hokage couldn't just use substitution unless he got hit by the first little bit. And he did get hit by a bit of the Rasen Shuriken, but then he teleported away. But that's when Naruto actually put a contract seal on him, and the Hokage realized, and he's like, God damn. From now on, if we fight, you're probably gonna win. And basically, Naruto's like, never. Anywho, now Naruto's actually placed in the same team as Kakashi, and Naruto's like, Kakashi Sensei, I guess you're. I hope. And he was kind of awkward because he knows about Kakashi and everything about him, but still, he doesn't know how to really handle this. And he's like, and he's being awkward. And Kakashi's like, don't worry, Naruto. I know that you already know about me. So just call me Kakashi. And Naruto's like, no, I have to call you Kakashi Sensei, just like how you did to my father. Anywho, Kakashi actually saw Minato in Naruto, literally. Naruto just smiled, and he literally saw a reflection of Minato. He's like, you're really like your father, Naruto. And just saying, Naruto's hair actually grew out quite a bit. So he got a haircut on the same day, and then he went off to hang out with his old friends. Satsuki first said, where do you want to go, Naruto? And Naruto said, how about we go visit our old mates? And basically Satsuki's like, oh damn, I haven't really been talking to them for a while. And basically Naruto's like, well, let's make that friendship back to what it was back 6 years ago. And basically Naruto went to meet all of them, and they were pretty happy to see Naruto, and they all hugged Naruto, and they were all pretty happy. They all had tears in their eyes, saying that they're all finally back. And just saying, a few new people actually joined the friend group, Ino and Hinata, and of course Satsuki was there. And just saying, now pretty much the Rookie 9 are back together, except for Sakura. Sakura was walking around. She actually saw them all of them together, and she actually joined in, and basically they're all friends now. And Sakura, everyone had questions for Naruto, because they actually heard about the fighting against the Hokage, someone unknown. People who actually saw, there were leaks about it. Anywho, Naruto then tells them that he gave them vague answers, that he just pretty much slept for 6 years, and they all were confused on how Naruto can walk after 6 years of literally being in a coma. Not many people can do that. Well, a lot of people can't do that, but it is what it is. Anyway, now Naruto, who has been pretty much resting for 2 months now, he's actually greeted by someone in his kitchen. And he's like, wait, hold on, what the fuck? Who's in my kitchen, G? And he walks in cautiously with a kuna in his hand, and then he sees Satsuki. Satsuki was cooking him breakfast, and Naruto's like, wait, what? How did you get in? And Satsuki's like, I broke in. And Naruto's like, how? And Satsuki's like, well, your window was kind of open. And basically Naruto's like, no, it wasn't. And Satsuki's like, yes, it was. And Naruto's like, what kind of technique did you use? And Satsuki's like, a technique I learned off of the scroll. And then they started laughing, but still, the ship is starting. Naruto and Satsuki spent the last few days before the Chunin exams got announced, and in 2 weeks they will have to train. But Naruto, instead of training himself, he actually wanted to spend time with Satsuki. But still, Satsuki needed to train, and she wanted to train with Naruto, so he actually joined her in training. Them to train together, they bonded over each other, and they made a good friendship, but more like a lovers thing. But of course, Satsuki doesn't know about Naruto's true feelings. Naruto really doesn't know about his feelings himself. He doesn't know if he really likes Satsuki, or maybe it's just a friendship thing that there is between them. He doesn't know, but he doesn't want to ruin anything in case he actually does like her. But still, so Naruto spends the next 2 weeks with Satsuki, and yeah, the Chunin exams begin. The first exam went pretty smoothly for both of them. Naruto actually hit top 10 marks, but Satsuki actually beat Minato scores, and Naruto's like, damn. And Sakura actually came second, so she beat Itachi's score. Naruto wasn't really the smartest, especially because he got the genes from Kushina, but still, coming top 10 out of everyone is pretty good. Anywho, now, I'm just saying top 10 in history, just saying, not just top 10 like top 10 marks, but still. Now, then the next exam is the Forest of Death. Forest of Death part, second part of the Chunin exams. Naruto still has to do his business here, and so he goes off on his own, but still gets swallowed by the snake because Naruto really wasn't paying too much attention. He was actually carefree here because he realized he had sensory abilities, and only sensed these creatures around him, which he thought they wouldn't be able to swallow him. He felt strong chakras, but he never he never knew that a beast could be such a big beast. Anywho, Naruto, in the end, he actually arrives at the scene to save Satsuki. Naruto came in with a technique that he learned over the time he was actually in his coma. He says Fire Phoenix Jutsu, and that's the same technique that Edo Itachi used in the War Arc against the Killer Bee. You know, when Killer Bee blocked it with his tentacle arm, and it's like hot, hot, hot. Anywho, now Naruto used it to actually stop the the snake who was about to swallow Sasuke, and he killed it. Anywho, Naruto's like, who are you? And basically, Orochimaru used this opportunity because he could see that Naruto wasn't really fully on guard, and Naruto really wasn't. He was actually taking this a bit too lightly. And as soon as he realized that the snake was actually extending his head, and Naruto was too late, he had to dodge, and he realized that Satsuki actually got bitten on the neck, and basically she fell to the ground. Naruto's like, no, Satsuki! And basically, out of nowhere, Naruto started losing consciousness again, and Naruto actually half unconscious. He could feel his body actually, his soul. Literally, he felt like he was going back to the coma, and the only reason is because of the thing. Naruto not being fully recovered, and he's actually in this exam. And Naruto takes this opportunity to actually, not opportunity. He has to use all of his power, and so he teleports behind Orochimaru. And Orochimaru didn't even notice Naruto actually left the kunai next to him when he actually killed the beast. And it was actually in the fire, but still Orochimaru never really realized. He was too worried about getting Satsuki. Anywho, now Orochimaru had enough, and Naruto actually teleported right before Orochimaru left and cut off his head. And Naruto's like, you deserve that, you damn snake. But then Orochimaru turned into a log, and he's like, pretty interesting, kiddo. And as soon as he said this, he left, and Naruto's like, God damn you, who are you? And basically, then he actually fell to the ground, and basically Sakura took him. Sakura actually protected him, and you know how the sound Shinobi attacked them. So Naruto actually woke up, and he was about to annihilate them until Satsuki woke up out of nowhere, and literally, was about to kill all of them, and basically they escaped. And Naruto said, leave your scroll or you'll die, and they left without their scroll. And Naruto is still being half unconscious. He can't really feel. He he's numb. He can't really feel most of his body. But then once he sees that Satsuki started attacking him, Naruto then actually hugged Satsuki, and basically Satsuki went back to her normal state, and she realized that Naruto was hugging him, but she couldn't get him off of her because Naruto was actually unconscious. And the only reason that is a side effect of the thing that of the coma that he was in. He actually loses consciousness for certain periods of time, but by the time they actually arrived, Naruto was actually unconscious for another 2 days. He was put in the hospital, but still Naruto woke up, and Naruto's like, I made up an excuse that he didn't really get much sleep, that's why he was really tired, sorry guys. And basically then the preliminaries began a day after Naruto woke up, and now the fights are really different. Since Choji is actually much stronger here, he actually wins his fight, and so the person who was meant to fight Shino actually gets annihilated by Choji. And of course all the other fights go the same. So Naruto still makes the blood promise, well, not the blood promise, he still, Satsuki and Naruto actually protected Hinata. They both went together, and basically Satsuki won her fight like in the original. She was going to fight Gaara anyway. Lee got annihilated, and Hinata's fight was actually the last one. Naruto's like, if I ever verse you, I'll destroy you, and I'll show you what the true meaning of hard work means. Hinata worked hard to get to this point, and he's like, she's not strong enough, you idiot. And he left there, and Naruto was pretty pissed, but still Satsuki just held Naruto back and said, no Naruto, please. Anywho, now of course the 1 month training has been announced, and Naruto actually wanted to train with Satsuki, but Satsuki actually wanted to train with Kakashi. And of course her curse mark actually got sealed away by Kakashi, and Naruto's like, alright, cool, bye. And anywho, now Naruto goes off on to train on his own, but he was feeling really tired, so he slept for half the day. And then he realized he's really hungry, so he goes down to the village, and he actually meets someone with white hair. Naruto recognized him straight away, and so he instead of trying to avoid him or something, he actually goes and taps on his back, and Jiraiya turns around and is like, what do you want, kid? You're disturbing my research. And then he widens his eyes, and then literally goes in, embraces Naruto straight away. And Naruto's like, I finally meet you, Godfather. And basically Jiraiya's like, how do you know? How do you know this? And basically Naruto and Jiraiya actually went to Ichiro Ramen to actually go talk a bit and find out a bit more about each other, but it is what it is. Now, anywho, Jiraiya actually decides to become Naruto's next teacher. Naruto's like, yeah, sure, because he knows that Jiraiya has a few techniques that Naruto wants to learn, and he knows that Jiraiya has hacks that he wants to learn himself. But anywho, now Naruto and Jiraiya actually become teacher and student, and Naruto learns the summoning jutsu within a day as per normal. And yeah, Naruto then actually learns a few sealing formulas, and a better sealing formula for his flying Raijin, and it was actually much smaller. It was actually just an Uzumaki seal, Uzumaki symbol as the seal, and that's where I'm gonna end off. Naruto, for some reason, was feeling great fatigue on this day. It was their first day of training, and even though he mastered the summoning jutsu, he was fatigued for some reason. Of course, Jiraiya asked him what else can he do, because he doesn't really know what Naruto can really do. But Naruto shows him that he can do the Rasengan and everything. And then the next few months, Naruto spent actually refining his taijutsu abilities, because remember, he only trained with the nine-tailed fox, who was behind the cage. So technically, he really didn't get much out of it, but it is what it is. Now, Naruto, who has been training for near enough a month, I'll say 2 weeks and a half. I said near enough a month, half a month basically. He's been training with Jiraiya for this half month, and his taijutsu abilities have gone much higher in a really fast time. Really short time, that's what I meant. Anywho, Naruto is growing to become a strong shinobi, and Jiraiya can see a lot of potential. But something he has been seeing in Naruto is great fatigue. Naruto's moves are actually slowing down day by day for some reason, and he doesn't understand why. Even though he can see the improvement in Naruto, he doesn't understand why Naruto feels so tired. And yeah, anywho, the only reason Naruto feels tired is because of him just actually coming out of his coma like a month or two ago, and it's not really the best, especially because Naruto just came out of the coma. He shouldn't be training this hard, especially because Jiraiya's training isn't easy. It's actually a pretty hard training, not harsh. I wouldn't say harsh. Jiraiya wouldn't do this because he knows that Naruto has been in a coma for literally 6 years. He wouldn't be harsh on him, but it's still hard. He wouldn't make it easy. The ninja life isn't easy. Even if he doesn't get 4 weeks of sleep, he'll still have to go to war one day or not other, or not, or another. But still, Naruto feels fatigued to an extent that he cannot really handle it much, and he can feel that he's actually getting a bit slower over this time, and he's like, what the hell? I was faster the other day, and he doesn't understand that, but he blames on his fatigue, and is what is. I said fatigue too many times. Anywho, now a month has passed, and Naruto's finals have actually arrived, and it's time for Naruto to actually do his finals. You know, the Chunin exam finals, and the fights actually begin. Naruto, who has slept pretty much the whole day before this day, the big day, for some reason still feels tired and doesn't understand the reason behind this, and is like, what the hell's wrong with my body? Do I have some kind of disease or something? Like, this ain't fair or something. Like, he don't understand. So Naruto actually takes a rest before his fight, because usually he would be not in the stands. He's actually in the stands taking a rest instead of actually going into the changing rooms or something. I don't even know if they have changing rooms or not, but his way is I don't really give shies. Anywho, Naruto, who has been resting in the stands, his name gets called out, and Naruto now has to go down to fight Neji. Of course, Naruto made the promise to Hinata to beat Neji and show him that hard work can actually get you somewhere, and not only talent gets you well, talent doesn't get you everywhere. And basically now Naruto begins his fight with Neji by actually already body flickering behind him and trying to attack him, but Neji was actually able fast enough to block this, especially because Neji actually activated the Byakugan straight away, because he wanted an easy and quick fight. But of course he's not going to get this, and he realizes that Naruto may be a problem, and it's not going to be easy to beat him. So he actually goes all out, and he actually tries to get close up to Naruto. He's actually pretty fast, even Naruto noticed that, but still Naruto is much faster than him, like leagues faster than him, and he actually is able to dodge Neji's blow. Well, Neji's thing attack. That's what I meant. So Neji actually tried to use an air palm to actually get him afterwards, but it was actually a combo. But of course, it didn't work, because Naruto was actually able to block it and get back on his feet. Anywho, Naruto realized that Neji's Byakugan is a problem, and he somehow needs to block his vision. He doesn't know how he could do it yet, but he knows that it's possible. So Naruto actually tries to drag the fight a bit, and Neji realizes that Naruto's trying to actually find a way to beat him, but Naruto has already found one within 30 seconds of dragging the fight, and he's like, alright, cool, I got this, easy win for me, there's no way I can lose this, it's way too easy for me. Anywho, okay, maybe he doesn't say that, but still, Naruto now actually throws 4 kunais with actually smoke bombs on them, and as soon as they will hit the ground, they will actually create the smoke bombs. But these kunais aren't normal kunais, they're actually flying Raijin kunais. Yes, they are. So Naruto can actually teleport after the smoke and basically just annihilate Neji within a one slice to the back and annihilate him, you know what I mean. Anywho, now Naruto, who has been dragging on the fight until the kunais actually hit the ground, and the only reason Naruto actually threw them up in the air is because Neji could have actually dodged the kunais and actually jump back and not get affected by the smoke, and that's the only reason. And Neji thought that Naruto must and Neji actually did think that Naruto just literally missed completely and threw it upwards, because he does know that Naruto actually just came out of a coma, and so he actually blames the coma for this, but it's not true. Naruto did this on purpose because it's all within his plan, and he's actually got this in the bag. He believes he can beat Neji easily. There's no need to actually try hard against him or anything. He only needed smoke bombs and one use of the flying Raijin. Anywho, now as soon as the kunais hit the earth, well, the ground, the battlefield, whatever you guys want to call it, I call it the earth, battlefield, any of those two. yeah, as soon as he hits the ground, Naruto actually teleports behind Neji, who was actually inside the smoke and could barely see through. And just saying, this smoke bomb is actually created by Naruto himself. Remember, he has learned multiple things from Jiraiya, and one thing that he learned is actually sealing techniques. And these smoke bombs actually have a sealing formula on them, which actually prevents even Byakugan users to see through them. But Neji's Byakugan is so developed that he actually was able to see a bit through it, and he saw Naruto disappearing, and he realized that probably going to be behind him or something. And so he actually used the palm rotation, and Naruto, who had the kunai in his hand, his kunai actually went flying, and Naruto realized that this technique is actually pretty strong. And so he jumped back and realized that he's actually having fun. Neji's actually pretty strong, and Naruto's like, you probably had to work hard for that, didn't you? Or maybe it just came to you, or did it just come to you? That's what I meant. Anywho, Neji's like, shut up, it's all because of my talent. My destiny has already been decided for me. And basically Naruto's like, we'll see about that. So you basically the only reason Naruto says this is because Neji thinks that his destiny is telling him that he's going to win, blah blah blah, you know what I mean. Anywho, now Naruto, who actually knows about Neji's technique now, he actually teleports backwards. And just saying, not many people actually noticed what this was, not even the Hokage, because Naruto's body flickers literally so fast that the Hokage can barely doesn't really realize it, that this was a flying Raijin. And the only reason is because Naruto actually wasn't Naruto's kunais were actually the same kunais as a normal kunai, just that there is actually a small sealing formula, like the thing, you know, the Uzumaki seal on it. Anywho, now Naruto, who has had enough, who has had enough, yeah, I think that's English, yeah. Anywho, Naruto had enough, and so he's at this fight ends here, and he actually throws a kunai, which Neji actually deflects, and then Naruto actually teleports to the kunai, which now everyone actually realized what this technique was, and this was the flying Raijin. And so everyone was like, wait, what? This kid knows the flying Raijin? Even the Hokage guards were like, wait, what? Hold up. And basically Naruto had the Rasengan in his hand, and this confused even more people, because they know that the only person who actually used the Rasengan in the whole entire Naruto verse were Jiraiya and the fourth Hokage, and the fourth Hokage was dead, and Jiraiya wasn't anywhere to be seen. Anywho, now Naruto, who has actually Kando annihilated them, well, not annihilated them, you know what I mean. Naruto, who Kando has stunned everyone with his skills, now they realize that Naruto is some kind of godlike ninja. Anywho, it's not true, he's not a god, but of course godlike speed. Remember how they described Minato as having lightning, lightning speed and that, you know what I mean. Anywho, in the stands, while this was all happening, Sukome was watching, and Sukome was fully stunned. She's like, wait, what? How's this even possible? And basically she doesn't understand what the flying Raijin is, and no one, not many people, not many of their classmates knew, especially the class that Naruto was meant to be in. Not many people knew about it because Naruto was in a coma, and plus Naruto, the fourth Hokage was dead. He wasn't really alive to actually show them about this technique. But some people knew, like Shikamaru, because his father told him about the fourth Hokage's lightning speed, and you know what I mean. Anywho, now Naruto, who has hit Neji with a Rasengan, he pretty much won the fight easily. He really doesn't need to do anything else. Literally Rasengan him to oblivion, because Neji didn't realize what just hit him. He wasn't ready for what was about to hit him. He's literally like, I'm gonna win this fight easily. There's no way he can win against me. I'm a prodigy. This man's been in a coma, and he's not even a prodigy. There's no way a non-prodigy can beat someone, a prodigy like me. You know what I mean. Anywho, now Naruto has actually won the fight, and everyone was stunned. But then Naruto, who has actually Naruto, who's actually gone into the stands to go and speak to Sukome, and not Sukome, Satsuki. I think I said Sukome before. I'm sorry, I meant Satsuki. I'm sorry, I'm really tired from school and I need to revise after this. I'm trying to record this as fast as possible. I can't really increase my speed of talking, especially because I need to speak for an hour, but let's not waste any time. Anywho, Naruto, who has now well, come back to the stands next to Satsuki. Satsuki's fight, I'll say that it was actually at the end this time. It wasn't like at the beginning, or like like in the original like second fight. It wasn't like that. It was actually last fight, sorry, and everyone was actually ready to see this fight, and they were like, yes, the Uchiha, the last Uchiha is going to fight. Let's go. And basically, they were really stoked about it. And here's what it is now. Naruto, who's been talking to Satsuki, and thing. While they were talking about the Shikamaru versus Temari fight, Shikamaru actually won, and they were actually really happy for Shikamaru, and they were really impressed by Shikamaru's strength and skill, especially with this shadow possession jutsu, and they realized that if maybe even they wouldn't be able to actually beat Shikamaru because of his IQ and OP skill that he has, you know what I mean. Anywho, now Shino's fight was next, but of course Kankuro gave up, and now it's Satsuki's fight. Something that Satsuki didn't notice about Naruto is Naruto being really tired. Even maybe the fight, maybe fight tired, yes. Maybe battle injured and that, yes. She did notice that, but Naruto wasn't just physically tired. He was mentally tired, and his mind was getting weaker and weaker. And just saying, this is all because of Naruto's coma, and no one, even Naruto didn't understand this. Only his coma understands this. No one really would understand this, especially because they think that Naruto is fully cured, but it's not true. Naruto just being out of the coma doesn't mean he's fully cured, and it's mostly because Naruto just literally after 2 months he's already entered the Chunin exams and doing such hard fighting against people who are really strong. It's kind of unfair on Naruto, especially because he has been in a coma, like I said multiple times in this video. It's really unfair on Naruto because it's hard. It's hard, especially because he's been in. Okay, I'm not gonna say it again, but you know what I mean. Anywho, now Naruto is watching Satsuki's fight against Gaara, and he knows about Gaara being dangerous, so he's keeping an eye out for Gaara because he doesn't trust. He doesn't really. Trust Gaara after what he did to Lee, and so he doesn't want his crush to get hurt. And anywho, now Naruto, who has been keeping an eye on Gaara, and Satsuki, he's been like, Satsuki, win this please. Anywho, Satsuki had enough, and so once Gaara actually punched away, because Satsuki was getting too close, and Satsuki has the Sharingan activated. And just saying, Satsuki's pretty freaking strong. If you think about it, Satsuki was nowhere near Satsuki's level right now, and that's the only reason, because Satsuki had not only did she want to get stronger to find out why her brother killed her parents and her clan, and their clan to be honest, but she wanted to know, she wanted to get stronger, so nothing like what happened to Naruto happened to her friends ever again. Even though she never really hung out with them for like a year or two, but she always tried to keep an eye on them with a clone. Yes, she can do shadow clones. Anyway, now Naruto, who has been keeping an eye on Satsuki, is actually getting quite excited by seeing his thing getting pretty strong, and he's like, yes, someone strong, I want to fight her too. Anyway, Satsuki had enough, and so she actually used her water release jutsu. Yes, she has water style too. Water chakra. She has water chakra nature. Allow me, please. I'm not English. Anywho, she actually goes ahead and uses the water shockwave, which she learned from Kakashi, and then she actually uses the lightning, the lightning stream to actually paralyze Gaara. Gaara was actually trying to move, but he was getting pissed off that he couldn't. And then Satsuki came out of nowhere, and Gaara's ultimate sand defense came out of nowhere. And Satsuki's she already had the Chidori ready. Yes, she learned the Chidori as well, and she pierced through Gaara's perfect sand defense, and actually, pierced through Gaara's skin, and literally annihilated his shoulder. Of course, Gaara got pissed off, and the the genjutsu was put up, and Naruto could barely actually Naruto. Uh, who is actually pretty good at handling genjutsus, especially because this is only a sleep genjutsu. It's not really a too high leveled one. Still, Naruto was struggling to keep awake for some reason, and he was worried about this because he could do it. Yes, Naruto has learned how to even handle genjutsus, but for some reason his mind isn't strong enough today, and he blames on his fatigue, on his weak body for some reason, and yeah. So Naruto, who is about to go asleep, of course, gets tapped on the shoulder by Sakura, and Sakura, who actually is actually pretty strong here. She was actually asking what's going on and just saying, I'm pretty sure I said that she drew because trained as well, but is what is, I don't give a shiz. Anywho, now because come on guys, like, I'm not trying to hate on Sakura, like, I don't hate Sakura, it's just that really it's irrelevant, like, the relevancy is right there. Why would I go to something more less relevant? Anywho, now Naruto was like, oh yeah, Sakura, yeah, what do you want? And he was sweating. Anywho, Sakura's like, Kakashi Sensei wants to talk to us, and he goes to Kakashi, and basically Kakashi, just saying, Satsuki actually chased after Gaara, not for like, she still wanted to finish her fight because she thought that Gaara was hiding something and he wasn't fighting or going all out, and she was kinda like pissed off because she thought that Gaara was underestimating her. So he's like, nah fam, come back. And she followed because she doesn't know the true dangers of Gaara. Naruto does, and he understands that he's the one to Jinchuriki, and Naruto wants to follow them. And then they get the mission of retrieving Satsuki, and basically Naruto's like, yeah, sure. And then out of nowhere everything goes blank. Naruto then wakes up in the same place that he woke up 6 years ago, in his mind, and he walks towards Kurama. He actually runs there and he asks Kurama what's happening, and basically Kurama then says, your body cannot handle the stress you've been not stress, how do I explain this? Anywho, how do I explain this? I don't know myself. Anywho, I don't know why I did write that. Basically, Naruto's body couldn't handle the amount of physical work that he was putting it through. I know I said mentally, but still, he's not mentally stable yet. And plus, his body just woke up after 6 years long of sleep. 6 years long sleep, yeah. And he's already been training hardcore and everything. And look at him. Naruto's so strong. Like, his body cannot handle how much strength he's actually gained out of nowhere. And it's affecting his mind as well. And so, Naruto now is actually out cold, and in the real world what's happening now is that Naruto is actually put out, and basically Sakura, who was actually pretty strong here, and she trained even after her defeat, and Shikamaru and Shino actually this time, they all went and they were able to find Satsuki on top of Gaara. And just saying, Gaara this time really never made a friend here, and so he wasn't really given the Takano Jutsu that he needed like in the original, so he never becomes the Kazakage. And basically then since Gaara is now dead, not dead, Gaara is literally out cold because Satsuki was actually able to go all out with her perfect technique that she created on her own behind Kakashi's back. She was actually able to add a fire release to her Chidori, and then basically she cut through Gaara's half Shikaku arm and literally stabbed him in the chest, and he was out cold. Anywho, Gaara, and then out of nowhere basically the Jonin arrive after basically annihilating the perpetrators, and Orochimaru still leaves with the Hokage dead and his arms gone. And basically Jiraiya, who has been asked to become Hokage, and just saying Naruto is back in his coma for some reason, and Satsuki is what the what happened? And basically she blames herself because she took an eye off of Naruto for once, because over this 1 month, and now look at him, look what happened. And she blames herself, and she couldn't handle it anymore, so she actually got pretty pissed at herself, and she actually started self-harming. Yes, the guys, do not do this. Never do this. Anywho, Jiraiya got asked to become the Hokage, he still declined and said that he'll promise to bring back Tsunade, and so he did. Of course, the fight against Orochimaru still happened, and I'll say that this time Tsunade actually gets over her fear once basically she sees Shizune, who was actually trying to help her, but of course Kabuto was stronger than her. She actually gets over her fear and annihilates Kabuto, and they retreat, and she becomes the fifth Hokage, and she realizes what happened to Naruto, and she tries to wake him up, but she couldn't for some reason, and basically Naruto in his mind, he's just meditating, and he's actually trying to come in peace with his mind, literally, and this will take a while. While this was all happening, Satsuki actually decided to leave the Leaf Village, because the Leaf Village has only went through pain and suffering because of her. She believes it's because of her and her clan, and the Uchiha clan. She actually found out a bit about it, about them trying to pull off a coup d'etat and everything. And she's like, nah, fam, it's all because of my clan and my heritage. I'm gone. Anywho, now that Satsuki left, the village pretty much lost a lot of power. The third Hokage, and now even Satsuki, who was meant to be one of the strongest, pretty much, especially because she was a prodigy, and a lot of people had high hopes for her, especially the council. Anywho, now that Satsuki is gone, the Leaf is left in a state that not many people would want to be in, but it is what it is. Now, skipping to Naruto, and just saying, Satsuki also left because she was offered power, and she wanted to get stronger, so she wouldn't allow anything to happen to Naruto after finding out what really happened to her clan, or why her brother did this. She was going to return, but of course that's not going to happen too soon, but it is what it is. Now, Naruto, who's still in his coma for over 2 years now, actually started moving again. And just saying, since Tsunade is the Hokage now, she was actually there to see this, and she was wondering if Naruto's waking up or something. And then, out of nowhere, Naruto springs out from the bed and is like, finally, I got out of this damn coma. Now, what's happened to the village? Let's go see it. And basically, he actually blitzes out of the room like he was some kind of athlete just waking up from his sleep or something. Yeah, so now it's like, this man's just been in a coma for how many years, and just wakes up and does that. But for real, Naruto, once he actually found out what happened to the village, he was pretty pissed off that he couldn't do anything for it, and he actually went to Sakura, who was one of his teammates, for a bit, and asked what happened. And basically Sakura was actually in the hospital, the same hospital he was in, and yes, he returned to the hospital now. And remember, since Sakura knows what really happened to the village and everything, she tells him what happened with Satsuki, that Satsuki left because after what happened to him again, she blamed herself because she left you unattended, and basically she felt guilty. She started self-harming, and then eventually left the village because she thought it was her fault all these bad things are happening. And basically Naruto's like, oh no, that's not the reason. And basically now Naruto wants to go and find Satsuki, and so he actually gets to know the person who has been actually taking care of him for the past 2 years and 3 months. And yes, Naruto still has 3 months, and as soon as Jiraiya heard of the news of Naruto waking up, he blitzed. He's like, bun my spine network thing, man's gone to the village and that. Yeah, so Jiraiya returns and asks Naruto what happened to him, what's this, why did he go back into coma for some reason. And Naruto's like, I'm not sure, during our time when we were training I was feeling really tired, but then it just hit me that I literally was in a coma. I could basically, and basically he tells him that he met the Nine-Tails already and they're already friends. And basically Jiraiya's like, wait, what? You're friends with the Nine-Tails? Wait, what? And basically Naruto's like, yeah, of course I'd be friends with the Nine-Tails. Why wouldn't I? Like, he's my best mate or something. And you know what I mean. Anywho, Jiraiya's kind of stunned at this, but it is what it is. And yeah, he actually takes Naruto for the next few years, well, not years, for the next few months, and takes him to train with him. And he doesn't just take him anywhere, he actually takes him to Mount Myoboku with him. And basically Naruto asks where where they were, and Jiraiya told him that they will be training in Sage mode. And basically Naruto's like, no, I don't have time for this, I want to bring back Satsuki. And basically Jiraiya then tells him the truth about Satsuki, how strong she is, and that in the state he is right now, Satsuki would annihilate him any day. And Naruto realized that maybe he's right, and maybe he should get a bit stronger, since he hasn't been using his body for a year and a quarter now. But Naruto actually now has gotten ridden. No, he got rid. He's not gotten ridden. What? That's not English, guys. Don't listen to me. Yeah. So he got rid of his stress or whatever. His the thing I was talking about before, I completely forgot the name, but you know what I mean. Yeah, he got rid of it, and Naruto's body is is in a much better state now, and yeah, everything's cool. And Naruto, over these next 3 months, he gets to train with the Toads and gets pretty freaking strong. He's actually able to master Sage mode within these 3 months, and I know it was more than the original, but 3 months to master Sage mode is impressive. It's a great feat for anyone. Anyone who's training in Sage mode would be gassed if they mastered it within 3 months, and Naruto did it, and he should be happy that he was able to do it. And yeah, of course the Toads were happy to have another student, another prodigy student. And yeah, that was pretty much it for that bit. And now once Naruto actually returned, they actually got notified by the Hokage, well, the Kazakage, who was actually Kankuro here, and they were notified that basically Gaara, the One-Tail's Jinchuriki, actually got captured. Because remember, even though Gaara never really got the speech, he did want to change, especially after getting annihilated by Satsuki, and him not being strong enough, and he wants to get as strong as her. But of course Gaara gets captured like in the original, because we have to have that to continue the series. Anywho, that still happened, and Naruto Team 7 pretty much is gone, just like in the original. Naruto, Sakura, and Kakashi. And Kakashi's happy to be back with his well, not his old team, because Satsuki's not here, but close enough. The best he can get for now. Anywho, now Naruto asked who well, is it the Gaara that they met thing in the tuning exams, and basically they're like, yeah, he's changed a lot, he helps out the village, he helps out his village a lot now. And basically Naruto's like, wow, did he change that much? And basically they're like, yeah, Satsuki gave him a beating. And basically Naruto's like, oh wow. And basically kind of gets saddened because he didn't get to see Satsuki again, and he's now new dream. And just saying, he is friends, he's still friends with his old mates, he still hangs out with them here and then, but of course he had to leave to go train straight away. And I know this was bad for his body. Tsunade actually declined this offer, but of course Naruto said that it's all fine now. She doesn't need to worry about him, and basically he's happy that someone else actually worries about him and doesn't hate him. And yeah, anywho, the only reason Tsunade is actually worried about him is because after hearing Naruto's story, she actually felt really sympathetic. It was really sad to hear about Naruto's childhood, and she was like, what prick villagers and that, you know what I mean. Anywho, now that is done, basically Naruto arrives at the village and basically meets Kankuro. He did meet Kankuro back in the tuning exams, and Kankuro's like, wait, what? You woke up from your coma? And basically Naruto's like, yeah, I'm not sure why this is happening to me, but yeah, I'll go save Gaara for you. And basically the only reason Naruto's really saying this is because they're both Jinchuriki, and he understands how Gaara feels, and he's really saddened by it because he did hear about Gaara's past from Kankuro right before he left, and just saying, the only reason Kankuro didn't leave is because he couldn't. This time, it was actually Temari who actually went and fought, Sasori and got annihilated, and yeah. So Temari was the one to need healing, well, not healing, the antidote from Sakura, and yeah. After this, Chio joined them. Of course, Kankuro wants to join them, but he's not allowed because he's the Kazakage now. And yeah, Chio and Sakura still a fight of Sasori, and Deidara actually gets killed by Naruto and Kakashi this time, because Naruto is much stronger here. And just saying, Gaara wasn't actually dead here. Only half of the tail beast was extracted from Gaara, and that is only because of Naruto and them lot actually coming a bit earlier this time. And so and Sakura actually being a better healer here, because she actually trained a lot harder, and especially because she actually wants to get strong as a ninja, as a kunoichi, and she wants to be just as good as her master, Tsunade. Anywho, after this, Naruto and Team 7 actually returned Gaara to the village, and Gaara was grateful to Naruto and Team 7, especially Naruto, because Naruto's the one who actually found the hideout with Sage Mode and feeling Gaara's chakra from what he remembered from the tuning exams. In the tuning exams, how Naruto can remember chakras, and especially because his sensory abilities were already pretty high back in the days, Naruto remembered how Gaara's chakra felt, and that's the only reason he actually found Gaara. And Gaara was really grateful to Naruto. And right before they left, since this fight actually finished a lot earlier, and they had a lot of time before the Satsuki, well, Orochimaru and Naruto fight, because that still happens just like in the original. Yeah, so that will still happen, because Naruto wants to find Satsuki and bring her back to the village, even though Satsuki will not come back. Yeah, so Naruto and Gaara actually get to spend some time together, and actually Naruto realizes that him and Gaara are really similar, and also because they had similar childhoods, neglected by their own village, and yeah, you know what I mean. Anywho, now Naruto, who actually left the Sand Village to go and seek Satsuki, he now, well, as soon as he actually saw Orochimaru, he kind of got pissed off, and he thought it was Orochimaru's fault, but really Satsuki had a choice, and she was pretty strong, and after getting Curse Mark 2, she's even stronger. Right now, I'm not going to say how strong Satsuki is, because there are some things that she has that Naruto doesn't have, and for example, one of the things I'm going to give Satsuki is actually wood release, and she still isn't a master of it, only because she hasn't been able to use it properly, and the only reason is because she just got the Hashirama cells, and yeah, so of course she's kind of overpowered, and she does have the Mongeki already, and the only reason she unlocked it was because of Naruto. After seeing Naruto in that state again, she kind of got well, heartbroken, and yeah, that happened. Anywho, now that the fight against Orochimaru and Naruto began, Orochimaru actually began by actually using his Kizanagi blade. Oh no, wait, wait, hold up. I might have butchered that. Let me quickly get the name out. Kusanagi blade. It just came up to my mind. It came into my mind right before I searched up. But yeah, the Kusanagi blade. He uses that to fight off Naruto. But of course, Naruto is much stronger than, and he actually fights back by actually using a technique he has actually developed on his own, in his own mind, and this is a technique that he actually learned by from his hatred, to be honest. Naruto actually got rid of his hatred, just like in the original. I know he didn't go to that waterfall thing, but the only reason is because Naruto really didn't need to. And now, basically, Naruto is actually using the Conqueror's Haki, and it's not really Conqueror's Haki, it's something similar, and I only call it that because it's literally the same thing, to be honest. But it is what it is. I know, I'm pretty sure you guys understand where I'm coming from, what I'm trying to say here. But yeah, now Naruto actually paralyzing Orochimaru. He actually blitzes him and has a Rasengan in his hand, and it's pretty powerful. Orochimaru can see that it's really powerful, and he kind of gets shook. He's like, ah, shiz, this one's gonna try to kill me. But as soon as Naruto hits it, gets the hit on Orochimaru, Kabuto comes into the battlefield and literally uses his chakra scalpels to kind of annihilate Naruto's chakra point, and Naruto's like, and basically then Orochimaru and both Kabuto escape, and that was pretty much it. But of course, Sai, who actually joined this Team 7 for now, follows them. Of course, he was told by Danzo to do the same thing as in the original, but of course Naruto and them didn't really know, so they thought Sai was a traitor, but of course that's not true. Anywho, once Sai actually arrived at the hideout, he still found Sasuke, and basically Team 7 followed behind them. Since this time Sakura really didn't get hurt, it was much easier for them to reach them. Well, I mean, much faster, if I were to put it in a better way, but you know what I mean. Now Naruto, who met Satsuki again, and Satsuki sees that Naruto's actually awake now. No one really knew. Naruto's awakening wasn't really told anywhere, and Orochimaru wouldn't have the ability, well, he wouldn't really have the chance to find out anything about the Leaf, especially because the Leaf's defense as well, the Leaf security is much higher now, and it's pretty hard for him to actually get in and try to attack again. And yeah, anywho, now that Satsuki sees that Naruto's back up, and he's not in his coma anymore, she's much more happier, and she feels relieved. She feels that something inside her has been relieved, and she doesn't feel as guilty now. But of course, she still doesn't want to go back to the village because she needs this power to actually go up against her own brother. But of course, Naruto says, Satsuki, just come back to the village. There's no need to do this anymore. And basically Satsuki says, I wish I could, Naruto. I really wish. But all I do is bring prosperity and pain to the village, especially you. So I'm not going to come back. I'm going to stay here and get stronger with Orochimaru. I'm sorry, Naruto. And basically Naruto's like, you don't have to do this. I can train you myself. Orochimaru is not the right person to do this with. And basically Tsuki knows that, Satsuki knows that, but of course she can't really say no to it now because she just got the thing. She has the Mangekyo, no one really knows about it, but also not only that, she actually got wood release from Orochimaru, and now that she has that, she can't go back. She has to train with Orochimaru because Orochimaru would actually know how to train her, but basically she doesn't know about Yamato here, and it is what it is. And now Satsuki is about to leave, and basically Naruto cries out one more time, and basically Satsuki, right before leaving, she sheds a tear, and she doesn't want to leave. She doesn't want to leave Naruto. She wants to stay with him forever, to be honest. And yeah, as soon as she left, Naruto was pretty saddened and kind of went into a depressed state until basically Sakura came behind him and tapped him on the shoulder and said, don't worry, Naruto, we'll bring her back no matter what. And basically Sakura was the one to comfort Naruto here, and Naruto was really happy, and well, not happy, but he was more comfortable with Sakura now. And basically now Naruto and Team 7 went back, and basically Naruto never really needed to train, so he just keeps meditating to actually gain more abilities. Well, not abilities, he just keeps meditating because his mind is not in the right place, and he wants to keep meditating until he gets the anger out, and because he's pretty angry at Orochimaru, but he doesn't need to be. This was Satsuki's own choice, and he believes that Satsuki's choice is the best choice, but he still wants to bring her back because he misses her. He wants to stay with her too, and Satsuki wants to too, but of course that's not possible right now. But anywho, now of course, Asuma here still dies, and yeah, so the fight against Kakuzu and he done went the same way as in the original, and so Asuma unfortunately has to die here for Shikamaru's character development to actually actually work here. Anywho, now that Asuma is gone, sorry, now that Asuma is actually gone, what am I saying? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm really tired. I went out to play football. Anywho, now since Asuma is now gone, Team 10 still gets that little character development where they think they're weak and they need to get stronger, and so they actually do. They train for a bit with Naruto actually, since Choji and Shikamaru are friends with Naruto. Naruto actually trains them himself, and he tells them that they need to get much stronger, and this strength is not enough to beat any of the Akatsuki members. From what he heard, this strength is nothing compared to the Akatsuki members, and basically they know that themselves, and they just now that Naruto pointed it out, they understand that they're not strong. They're not strong at all, and they need to get stronger. So for the next 2 weeks, Team 10 spends their time training with Naruto, and Naruto trains them to a point that they are actually pretty overpowered, especially well, not Orochimaru. As I said before, I always get confused with Shikamaru and Orochimaru, but still, Team 10 gets a massive power boost, especially thanks to Naruto, since he actually is actually an amazing sensei, and Naruto was actually promoted to a Jonin rank by Tsunade, especially because Naruto has actually mastered Sage Mode, and Tsunade was really happy with Naruto's improvement, especially because Naruto has just come out of coma, and look what he's already doing. He's making a name for himself. People from different villages are already finding out about Naruto, and that he was he was the one to actually be able to kill an Akatsuki member with ease. I know Kakashi was there, but Kakashi really didn't do anything. He literally just watched Naruto annihilating, and that's why Kakashi was actually there when they met Satsuki again. And basically now it was basically Naruto training Team 10, since they didn't really have a sensei anymore, and basically now that they are actually ready to go up against Akatsuki members, they're actually strong enough. They're actually now S rank. Even just 2 weeks with Naruto train them to a of heights that they would never have thought of reaching. Literally, they never would have thought that they could reach this amount of power. This power that they're feeling inside of them, literally, is so much power that they have. And even Ino, her taijutsu wasn't really the best, and she wasn't really a close range fighter, but Naruto focused on the weaknesses. For example, Shikamaru, he wasn't really good at close range, mostly long range, but the thing he was lacking was really close range, so he trained him in taijutsu. And Choji was good at mid range and close range, but not really long range, so he actually taught Choji how to use his chakra releases. Yes, Choji has chakra releases. I will give him my own, the ones that I want to give him. I'm not sure, I can't remember which ones he actually had, but I'll say that Choji actually has wood, I mean, no, man said wood, I mean earth release and water release, so he can actually use them to his advantage. And yeah, now he actually has a few earth release jutsus, and he's pretty freaking strong here. Anywho, now that they're all ready, they all go. And just saying, Ino is actually pretty strong. She actually learned a bit from Sakura too. Sakura actually came in to actually give a few tips to Ino, since she's pretty strong at close range too. She gave tips to Ino about using strong punch, how to use stupidly strong punches. And Naruto was kind of scared of Sakura's punches, because he really doesn't want to get hit by them, because if he does, he's going to lose a few ribs at the very least. Anywho, now Naruto Team 7 and Team 10 unite and actually go together to fight off the two Akatsuki members, the two overpowered ones, pretty much the two immortal ones, if you were to give them a good description. The two immortal Akatsuki members. Anywho, here they actually intercept the two Akatsuki members in the same place, in the in the same area, and of course Naruto actually, Team 10 all go together to fight off Hidan, because he was the true killer of Asuma, and the rest actually stay to fight off Kakuzu. And Naruto and Kakashi actually fight together. Even Sakura joins in, and they were all able to take out at least one heart each. Even though Naruto took out 3 of them, even the main heart, he took out the main heart of Kakuzu. Yeah, since the other 2 took out 2 of them. Anywho, now Naruto, Team 7 and Team 10 actually meet up again. And just saying, Naruto used a few of his flashiest moves. For example, he used his Rasen Shuriken, and also he used his Vanishing Rasengan, and he actually used a technique of his own, as I said before, the Conqueror's Haki like technique. But of course, it's not really Conqueror's Haki, it's something different from Conqueror's Haki. I'll say will binding, and basically the only reason I'm saying will binding is because Naruto's will, literally willpower, is the thing that that gives is the basically the thing that actually stops them in their tracks is basically Naruto's willpower. And the only reason Naruto's willpower is so high is because of him actually being in a coma for so long, and he wanted to get out as soon as possible to meet his loved one again. You know what I mean? Anywho, now Naruto, these 2 teams who were able to annihilate the 2 Akatsuki members, come back and reunite, and they return to the village. Of course, while this was all happening, Satsuki actually trained quite a bit, and she was actually able to use the wood release that Orochimaru has given to her, and she really didn't need Orochimaru anymore, and Orochimaru wanted to take her body. She knew that, and she wasn't about that life, so she actually said, nope, I'm good, I'm out of here, and see ya, you're dead, and literally killed Orochimaru with ease. And once Naruto actually heard this, he was kinda happy that Orochimaru is now dead, but of course he's not truly dead, and he's still in Satsuki's curse mark, and Orochimaru is not worried about it. He can just come back at any time. But now Naruto actually knows that the next target that she's probably going to go for is her older brother, Itachi Uchiha, and that's going to be a hard fight. Naruto knows that himself, because Itachi Uchiha, from what he has heard, he was able to literally annihilate the whole of the thing. I'm losing my words, sorry guys. The whole of the Uchiha clan on his own, literally on his own. I know it was at night when most people was asleep, but still, and plus his father never really fought back. Still, Itachi was able to get rid of all of them, and some did try to fight back. For example, his girlfriend, but of course she got killed, and Itachi really didn't have much of a choice here. He had to do this for his younger sister here, but still Itachi was able to kill the whole of the Uchiha clan, and the Uchiha clan was literally one of the biggest powerhouses in the whole entire Leaf Village, and Naruto has learned about this, and basically now he's kind of worried for Satsuki, because he doesn't really know Satsuki's true abilities, especially the wood style thing. He doesn't know about this, and so he actually goes off and searches for Itachi on his own. Yes, Naruto actually asked for permission. Of course, he was denied it, but Naruto didn't really care, and so he went off on his own. Of course, Tsunade was pretty pissed off, but she knows that Naruto actually promised her that if anything bad happens, he'll just teleport back, because Naruto actually has the Flying Raijin. And Tsunade never really knew that, but she was pretty impressed once she actually saw Naruto using it, and so she actually allowed it. And remember, Naruto is now a Jonin, and he's an S-rank shinobi, and so it's fine for her to let him go. So now Naruto is searching for Satsuki, and he finds her chakra signature, and just saying, she still created, Team Taka, even though they might not be as relevant since Satsuki's so much stronger now, but it is what it is. Now, Naruto, who has been searching for Satsuki and found her, he's been following them, and Satsuki didn't even notice. Naruto is actually really good at stealth. Remember, he did train with Jiraiya and them, not them, Jiraiya, just Jiraiya. That is what it is. So Satsuki actually arrived to a spot where only Satsuki was allowed to go, and Kisame, of course, didn't allow anyone else to go. And yes, so Satsuki went and Team Taka, I believe, or Hebi. Team Hebi, I'm not sure. Let me check again. Team Hebi. Yeah, there we go. Anywho, yeah. So now, Naruto, who has been following Satsuki, actually gets intercepted by Kisame. Kisame doesn't actually fight Suigetsu here, and so he literally goes in front of Naruto, and Naruto gets stopped in his tracks, and he's like, "Wow, so you noticed me already, Kisame?" And basically, Naruto doesn't know who Kisame is, but of course, Kisame doesn't care who Naruto is. And here's what it is. Naruto then says, "Get out of my way if you don't want to die." And Kisame says, "Aren't you a bit cocky?" And basically, Naruto's like, "I'll kill you if you don't get out of my way." And basically, Kisame now's like, "Shut up, you brat." And literally tries to swing Samahada, I'm not sure, his sword at Naruto. But of course, Naruto, being Naruto, was able to dodge easily with no fatigue at all. Literally, that his was like, "Nah, bro, you ain't hitting me with that," and literally teleports away. Yes, Naruto has used the flying Raijin right there, but it is what it is. Now, Naruto, who has to fight Kisame. Kisame will not give him an easy fight, of course, and so he actually begins by unwrapping Samahara from his thing. Of course, he doesn't unwrap the sword. Literally, the sword just comes out as a "Nah, fam, let me fight for real." And Naruto realized that this might not be an easy fight after all. Anywho, now Naruto, who has realized that this fight will be pretty hard, he's actually got into Sage mode, and he's like, "You're not going to beat me," and realizes that Kisame is just wasting time for Satsuki to actually begin our fight, and Naruto's and Kisame's fight begins. Of course, Naruto has no intel on Kisame, so the fight would be actually really hard for Naruto, especially because Naruto literally knows nothing about Kisame, like I said multiple times, and the intel is crucial, especially in the fight when you don't even know who you're going up against. Like, bro, does Naruto know who he's going up against? No, it's Kisame. Kisame is not an easy opponent. He's known as the tailless tailed beast in the first place, so you should not underestimate someone like Kisame, especially because Naruto should know that himself. He knows that himself, not to underestimate any of the Akatsuki members, because they are S-rank shinobi just like him. And anywho, now Naruto, who has realized that Kisame might not be as easy as he thought he would be, actually starts fighting properly. Anywho, Kisame actually knowing how to use his sword, and Naruto just using a kunai and teleporting away every time he's about to get hit, realizes that if he keeps going like this, he will lose, and he's running out of time. Of course, Kisame then says, "Hey, you lot, do you really want this brat to gain your captain's team?" And Suigetsu and Jugo actually realize that Naruto is he's going against Satsuki, and they realize that Naruto should be put down as fast as possible because they don't want the team leader to have any more troubles. So Suigetsu and both Jugo get in the fight, and they fight against Naruto. And the only reason Kisame did this is because he doesn't want to show all of his strength, especially to weaklings like them. He thinks they're weaklings, but of course Naruto's no weakling. We know that ourselves. Come on, guys. If you guys think Naruto's a weakling, I don't know what you guys are thinking of. Anywho, now Naruto realizes that this fight might be a bit hard to a bit too hard for him on his own, so he actually begins powering up. Naruto actually then opens his eyes, and just saying, Naruto wasn't in Sage mode yet. Naruto is going to go on Sage mode now, and so he does. And basically now Kisame and them lot realize that Naruto held back all of this time, and now look at him. He's going all out now. And he not what they think is they think that Naruto's going all out, and you could say he is. but of course he's not, because Naruto doesn't like using KCM because he doesn't feel like he deserves it yet, because he never really fought the Nine Tails himself, and he wants to first prove himself to the Nine Tails, even though the Nine Tails clearly knows that Naruto is actually a really strong shinobi and he respects Naruto, and so he just gave him KCM, but Naruto doesn't like using it. So not technically, for right now, this is Naruto at full power, so his own full power, since he doesn't feel like he's worthy of KCM yet. But it is what it is. Naruto will get, well, will get KCM soon, especially because he's going to fight the Nine Tails to prove himself to it, because he thinks that the Nine Tails doesn't really think of Naruto as too much of a threat. He feels that the Nine Tails thinks that Naruto's underwhelming, but to be honest, not the Nine Tails clearly knows that Naruto's overwhelming, and literally he could overwhelm him at any time. But it is what it is. Now, the Nine Tails, who has been watching this fight, realizes that Naruto might be in trouble and wants to help him, but Naruto doesn't take his help. Naruto says that he can handle this on his own, he's not that weak, and the Nine Tails knows that, because he was Naruto's teacher for 8 years pretty much now, and the Nine Tails like, alright Naruto, we'll see, when you need my help just ask me, and Naruto's like, I won't need it, and then the little link went off. Anywho, now Naruto, who has 3 opponents to actually fight, especially because one is in his curse mark 2. Suigetsu has a Kekkei Genkai. I'm pretty sure his water thing is a Kekkei Genkai. If it's not, I'm sorry, I'm not sure it is, because I don't like, I like Suigetsu as a character, but I never really went in depth of researching him. For example, one that I actually researched myself, like literally I wanted to know more about, it was I think Kisame. I don't really and Zabuza too. I know that I know quite a bit of them, but I'm not gonna say here. Anywho, now Naruto, who has been fighting the 3, realizes that slowly his chakra is being drained, and he already knows the reason for this, and says that he needs to get rid of that damned sword, and so he actually goes for the sword, so which means that he's going for Kisame. He actually blitzes past both Jugo and Suigetsu, and he gets to Kisame, and Kisame says, do you really think you can beat me? And Naruto, even though he realized that the sword is absorbing his chakra, he doesn't understand that the sword can only absorb, he doesn't know that the sword can absorb any ninjutsu, for example even a tail beast bomb, and Naruto actually goes ahead and does a massive Rasengan, which actually explodes, but in reality it was absorbed by Kisame. Kisame got a massive power boost from this, and was pretty buffed now, and Naruto realized that he messed up, and he understood what Samahara does, and by this time, just saying, the fight has been going on for quite a while, and Suigetsu and both Jugo got healed by Karin, of course, and yeah, now Naruto has to go up against them 3 again, and since 2 of them are healed again, since they were pretty injured, especially because of Naruto being pretty OP, he injured them not enough to kill them, because he thinks that if they're part of Satsuki's team, he believes that Satsuki chose them herself, and if she chose them herself, that means they must have some kind of ace up their sleeves. And to be honest, they don't really anymore, because they use pretty much everything on Naruto, and Naruto thinks that they have a bit more, but he keeps them alive because he doesn't want to kill Satsuki's new friends, because he believes that Satsuki makes the best decision in his opinion. But anyway, while this was all happening, Satsuki actually met with Itachi, and Itachi says, so you're here finally, younger sister, and basically Satsuki is like, I only have one thing to ask you before I leave. Why did you do it? Why did you kill them? Tell me now, Itachi. Tell me, why did you kill our parents? Our whole entire clan. There must be a reason for it. And basically then Itachi says, nothing comes for free. Everything has a price. And that price is your eyes. Satsuki, you came here with the Mangekyo Sharingan. Give me your eyes, and I shall tell you why I did it. And basically Satsuki's like, I will not give you my eyes, never. And the only reason she's saying this is because she still wants to see Naruto. Anywho, Naruto's pretty much her whole life right now. Anywho, now Itachi was actually not being serious. Like, I'm pretty sure you guys know, and he's only trying to provoke Satsuki because he believes that Satsuki will only get stronger if she hates him. But of course, she doesn't hate him. And basically, Satsuki then says, I'm not here for a fight. Just tell me the truth, Itachi. Why did you do it? Was it really because you were seeking power? Was it really because you wanted to test yourself?" And basically, Itachi then says, "I'll only tell you if you're able to beat me. But let me warn you, it won't be easy. And if I win, be sure that you will die." And basically, Satsuki's there. If you were ruthlessly killed our parents, I don't think you'd leave me alive again. And basically, she actually blitzes Itachi, and Itachi was pretty impressed by Satsuki's speed. And Satsuki literally shoves her sword inside the Itachi's chest, and Itachi then turns into crows as per normal, since Itachi saw this from a mile away. He literally wanted to just test Satsuki's speed and realized that Satsuki is pretty fast, especially faster than most ninjas. But something he doesn't know is about Satsuki is her wood release, which is kind of overpowered. And I know this is kind of controversial. Giving her a wood release is kind of mad, but still, you will understand why, because Naruto will get a bit too overpowered in the future. So I can't have a massive power creep between the two main characters. Anywho, now, I mean, there is already in the original, since Naruto's so much stronger than Sasuke. Yes, I'm a Naruto Todd. Anywho, now, Naruto, who has been fighting these lot for a while, realized that he's running low on chakra, and literally now he had no other choice but to ask the Nine Tails to just replenish his chakra, and the Nine Tails like, "No problem, Naruto," and literally replenishes it. And Kisame, who is still buffed from the power boost he got from Naruto, is still fighting at full strength. Literally, not full strength. He's not going all out like he would have against someone like Killer B, since he doesn't know that Naruto can actually use his KCM. But if Naruto uses it, he's going to have to escape. But then Naruto actually opens his eyes, and they all realize that Naruto is somehow fully recovered and has all his chakra back, and they are pretty confused about this. And Kisame has a little hunch that maybe he's absorbing chakra from the Nine Tails. And just saying, this fight is a bit ahead of time right now, and the true fight that you're all wondering what's happening to is Satsuki's one. I'm pretty sure. If it's not, I don't know what you're thinking about, because this fight is pretty irrelevant. It's just to buy time. And Naruto's not really going all out. If he wanted to go all out, he would have. And he doesn't really know where Itachi is, and he has to follow Satsuki. He can still feel her chakra. He didn't feel a spike in her chakra. And yes, Satsuki hasn't used too much chakra yet. Literally, just a little bit, like a body flicker. And maybe Naruto thought that she's using body flicker, but she tried to blitz Itachi in reality. Of course, that goes unknown to Naruto, but it is what it is. Now, while Satsuki was fighting Itachi, and she was actually about to go all out with the Chidori and everything, and she actually started using wood release already, and this startled Itachi. Is like, wait, what? How? And basically literally had to dodge. And just saying, Satsuki's actually using the deep forest emergence, and this is actually going to absorb chakra from Itachi. And just saying, I'm not sure if he does absorb chakra, but I'm pretty sure it releases a gas where you go to sleep, and this is going to affect Itachi quite a lot, especially because he's already ill, half dead, and literally now look at him in the state he is. He won't be able to survive for much longer. And Satsuki starts walking slowly towards him, and basically Itachi then says, "Do you really think this is the true extent of my power?" And Satsuki's like, "If you can't even if you can't even withstand the gas from this from my deep forest emergence, you're nothing. You're nothing, older brother. You cannot beat me. Just tell me." And basically then, out of nowhere, Itachi starts laughing and says, "We'll see about that." And literally activates his Mangekyo, and fires off an Amaterasu towards the forest. Not really Satsuki. He wouldn't hurt Satsuki. Anywho, Satsuki dodges it because she thought it was headed towards her, but in reality it really wasn't. It was literally headed towards the roots of the deep forest emergence and annihilated the deep forest emergence. So the gas actually stopped, and Satsuki realized that Itachi is actually much stronger than she underestimated Itachi's true abilities. Then she actually decides to go all out and use her fire release now, and of course Satsuki made a massive fireball jutsu, and Itachi actually jumped up, and then she actually did a few a few massive fireballs, and they broke through the roof. And of course, she's going to do the same thing as Sasuke did in the original. And Satsuki jumps up to the roof while Itachi is just looking up at her, and Itachi's there. So what's your next move, Satsuki? If you're not able to finish me off now, I'm going to kill you. There's no need of continuing this fight. It's just unfair on you. I'll end your suffering, Satsuki. I'll send you where I sent our parents to. And basically, Satsuki kind of gets pissed at this, and then activates her own Mangekyo and says, "We'll see about that, older brother." And as soon as she says this, and the man said Karin, the Kirin appears, and Itachi's eyes widen, and then Satsuki says, "Now, feel the pain our parents felt." And basically, she wasn't going to try to kill him, but she was going to immobilize him and literally put him out of this fight easy. It would have been an easy win for Satsuki since she never really uses a Mangekyo, but still. Anywho, now Itachi kind of showed a bit of fear in his eyes, but in reality he wasn't really scared. He just used the Susanoo, the Yata mirror, to block all of it. And then Satsuki, once the smoke actually cleared, she actually realizes that he did nothing. Literally, she did nothing to Itachi, and Itachi was just there standing and said, "So, is this it, younger sister?" And basically, Satsuki is looking at the Susanoo, and she's like, "Who is that?" And just saying, Satsuki cannot use the Susanoo yet. She has never used the the Susanoo, the Mangekyo Sharingan, because she never really thought it was needed, especially after finding out the how it can backfire on you real quick. And she's like, "No, I'm good. I'd rather not lose my eyesight. I don't want to do that to myself." And so now she realized how much power the Mangekyo actually gives you, and she kind of regrets not using it, and it is what it is. But still, now it's too late. She thinks she's about to die, but it's not true. Itachi would never kill her. Itachi is not the type of guy to actually kill his younger sister. If he didn't do it to Sasuke, he's not going to do it to her. Anywho, now, and Satsuki prepares for her death and literally looks down and says, "Goodbye, Naruto. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad." And basically, as soon as she says this, Itachi walks towards her, and she literally looks at him in fear, to be honest, and she realizes that this might be the end, and pretty much that's what she thought. But so Itachi then smiled and said, "You've grown really strong, younger sister. I hope you have a nice life, and I'm sorry I couldn't tell you the truth." And basically, as soon as he says this, he drops to the ground, and Satsuki's like, "What just happened?" And yeah, of course, Itachi dies just like in the original, and Naruto saw the explosion from the distance, and he's like, what just happened? And literally starts going towards the battlefield. He blitzes through all of them, and Kisame realized that it's all over. Itachi's gone, he's dead, and he's like, "Farewell, partner." And as soon as he says this, he says, "Anyways, I shall be leaving now. Thank you for aiding me." Well, not really aiding me, you kinda got in my way, but anyways, I should thank you guys. Bye. And literally leaves on his own, and Suigetsu's didn't get to fight him after all. And then basically they head towards the battlefield too, because they're worried about Satsuki. Now basically the rest, well, Naruto actually arrives at the battlefield to see that there is a masked man. Yes, of course Satsuki still falls to the ground because she's tired and she's out of chakra. There is a masked man in the in the shadows, and literally comes to Satsuki and takes her away. And Naruto's like, God, what? And basically tries to follow them. He can't really feel the chakra anymore, and then basically he shouts out. In basically he gives off a little battle cry. No, not really battle cry, but still he's pretty pissed off at himself that he let Satsuki go. And now look what happened. Look at what happened. She's gone again. She got kidnapped or something. He doesn't even know what happened to her. Where did she go? Who took her? He wants to kill whoever took her. And basically now Naruto feels guilty for taking so long. And look what happened. She's gone. He was so close to coming back to her. Well, bringing her back to the village, and now look, gone again. And basically Naruto was pretty pissed. But of course, while this was all happening, Satsuki then woke up a few days later. Naruto returned to the village, and Team Team Hebi was actually taken back. Taken by what's his name? Obito. Obito Uchiha. I'm joking, not Obito. Obito Uchiha, and well, Toby, to be honest. And they were asking where Satsuki was, and basically he assures them that she's safe and not to worry. Nothing will happen to her. And yeah, of course they listen and they follow him. And yeah, after all, Satsuki's being told what happened to what really happened in the Uchiha massacre, before the Uchiha massacre, and why Itachi actually killed the clan and everything. She was confused on why Itachi never told her, but she wasn't too fussed about it. She was more pissed off at the village for making her brother do this. And now she has a grudge against the village, not against her friends or anything, but against the village itself. She wants to make the Leaf Elders suffer just like her brother did, and also a few of the villagers who hated the Uchiha clan. And she knows about this. And just saying, now Satsuki joins the Akatsuki, and Naruto doesn't really find out. Naruto's kind of depressed, and he's on his own in his room until he gets the news of Jiraiya. Yes, Jiraiya still dies here, unfortunately. Jiraiya actually went off when Naruto was actually in a mission on his own, and Jiraiya trusted Naruto because basically Naruto got told about Jiraiya's fate. What happened to Jiraiya, not his fate. And Naruto was pretty pissed, and not only did he lose Satsuki again, but he even lost his godfather. And at this rate, Naruto was losing everyone. And so Naruto went into a depressed state and really didn't have anything else to live for. Satsuki's gone. He couldn't save her, and his own his godfather slash sensei is gone. And now look, everything is gone to shiz. Naruto really didn't want to lose anyone ever again, but look, he lost his godfather, and he could have saved him if he was with them. If he was with him, not with them, with him, and he wasn't. Naruto is pretty pissed off at himself, but he can't really do anything, and he's gone into his depressed state, just like in the original. And of course, Iruka and Shikamaru try to console Naruto, and of course, Naruto still gets gets the resolve to protect the village, because he knows about Pain actually going Pain, and he wants to protect the villagers. And yeah, and so just saying, while this was all happening, Killer Bee was still fighting Satsuki, and here Killer Bee actually got captured. Yes, Killer Bee dies here, unfortunately. He has to die. And now Naruto, who was in the village actually meditating, getting his mind ready for the fight incoming, gets woken up by a shockwave in the village, and Naruto realizes that maybe they're here. And so he rushes to the battlefield where he thinks the battle is happening, and he's ready to fight. He's ready to avenge his fallen godfather and master. And yes, so Naruto arrives in front of the Pains, and the Diva Path decided that to have no mercy, and says, "Oh, so you're already here? Well, I guess we don't need this village to get in our way. So let's destroy it so you can fight at your best." And basically Naruto's like, "Wait, what?" And as soon as he says this, the Dio path, well, orders the other paths to actually attack Naruto, and Naruto's occupied, and Naruto realizes that the Diva Path's not joking, he's floating up in the air, and then he says, now, this world shall feel pain. And Naruto, being underneath, not being able to do anything right now because he's fighting, basically feels an immense amount of gravity falling towards the village, and he himself had to withstand it, and he wasn't able to actually go KCM to actually protect the village from this, and the whole village gets annihilated. A lot of people die, even Kakashi dies, and Naruto gets pretty pissed off, and he screams and literally punches through one of the paths, which was actually the Naruto path, you know, the one that Naruto destroyed in one punch against in front of Tsunade, just like in the original. And Tsunade, who wasn't able to do anything, still is trying to heal everyone, and it was pretty much in vain because most people are dead now. And yeah, so now Naruto, who just saw everything happen in front of his eyes, and he was getting ready to actually fight Pain, wasn't able to do anything, anything against him. All he could do is protect himself and watch as not watch, and literally just witness the destruction happening behind him, because he was literally in the front lines of fighting against Pain, because no one could really fight him anymore, and Naruto was the last one to actually be able to fight. And yeah, look what happened now. Naruto, who wanted to protect the village with everything he has, literally just let it go to Shizel. You know what I mean. Anywho, Naruto's pretty pissed off at himself, at Pain, and he wants revenge not only for his master, but he wants revenge for everyone who died and everyone who lost their lives for no reason. Literally, Naruto's pissed. He's beyond pissed, and so he actually lets out a scream and rushes the Pains. But since Naruto knows about the Pain's actual abilities, he's not stupid and rushing in without blind. He's actually being smart about it, and he knows what to do. He knows how to counter a few of them. For example, the absorbing one, he has intel on that one because of Katsuyu. You know how she's still here. Yeah, she gives info to Naruto. Since Naruto was kind of late to the battle, he got woken up because he was actually in a cave where he was training on his own, and he felt the shockwave much later, literally a long time after the attack, and he arrived too late. And Naruto, that's what pisses him off the most, that Naruto was training just to protect the village, and look what happened. He couldn't do anything to save them. All he did is arrive at the battlefield and the village is gone. Anywho, now Naruto literally blitzing the paths of Pains and going up against them one by one. He's annihilating each one of them. He actually summons his summonings because of the summoning path, summons, you know, the summoning thing. Yeah, I said summons way too many times, sorry guys. Anyway, you know that. And Naruto summons Gamabunta and the other toads to fight off the summons, and Naruto's like, do you think that I'm going to let this slide? Pain, I'm going to destroy you. Just wait and see. I'll annihilate you. I'll make you suffer, just like you made everyone here suffer. And basically then Pain says, suffering? You guys call this suffering? Don't make me laugh. This is nothing. You cannot understand the pain that I went through. In my age, you do not understand anything. Not until Jinchuriki. And basically then Naruto says, shut up, I'm going to kill you. And basically as soon as he says this, Pain's that, then come at me. And yes, Pain is literally going all out now, and he doesn't care about the consequences. He doesn't care if his body gets annihilated. Nagato is pretty pissed off that Naruto said that he's going to make him feel pain, and he doesn't understand. Nagato says that he doesn't understand what true pain is, and he basically then Naruto starts fighting blindly, literally not even in Sage mode. Naruto just starts fighting and just saying the only reason he was able to destroy one of the paths is because Naruto was using the rage boost, and Naruto really in this state of rage he cannot actually gather nature energy, and this is his downfall. Naruto, even though he summoned the toads to fight them off, he was actually able to throw Rasen Shuriken to destroy the human path, and then he actually used once he actually got blocked by the King of Hell Path, Naruto then actually used this opportunity to go into Sage mode, actually calming his head. Since Kutsuyu told Naruto to calm down, if he does this, he's just going to allow Pain to win, and Naruto's like, alright, let me focus. And basically, as soon as he did this, he actually went into Sage mode, and he made the sorry, not the King of Hell Path, the absorbing path. Naruto made him absorb the nature energy and turned him into a toad statue. I'm pretty sure that's what they call it. Anywho, now Naruto actually blitzes the other two paths, the two remaining paths. Yes, the summoning one got annihilated by Naruto. Naruto had no mercy for it, and now that only the Diva path and now that only the Diva path and the King of Hell path are remaining, the King of Hell path actually tried to revive the Naraka path to actually help out Naruto. Actually blitzes past so fast that even the Rinnegan couldn't keep up, and literally destroys that path within a second, to be honest. As soon as the Diva path was able to look backwards, he actually saw Naruto shoving the Rasengan into the other path, and Naruto, who has used a ton of chakra right there, the amount of chakra Naruto used there was immense. Literally, it was way too much for anyone to really handle, and Naruto realized that maybe he went a bit too overboard, and realized that he's run out of his Sage mode, and this is where Naruto effed up. His downfall was coming right now. Naruto realized that he messed up, and as soon as he realized that as soon as the Diva path realized that Naruto has no chance of winning now, literally blitzed past, literally went through everything Naruto. Literally, he went through Naruto. He didn't really go through Naruto. He literally blitzed Naruto and was able to throw one of the chakra absorbing rods through Naruto's chest, and Naruto realized that he has a hole in his chest now, and basically Naruto is god damn it. After this, Pain actually decides to go fully all out and annihilate Naruto, and actually full on put him in that same position that he was in the original. Anywho, Naruto was like, god damn it, and Naruto's pretty much well, I wouldn't say dead, but literally he's in a bad position right now. Of course, some people are watching from far away, and they can't really do anything, and Naruto is pretty pissed off that he himself, someone who has been trained by a legendary Sanin himself for Jiraiya, and he couldn't beat him, and he knows that he could have, but it's his own fault that he couldn't, because he was too cocky and he went all out from he didn't actually plan ahead his attack, and look what happened now. Now he's putting the rest of the villagers who are still alive, and his friends, if they're still alive somewhere, in danger. And so Naruto realizes asks him why he's doing this, and basically then Pain gives the same speech as in the original, which I'm going to roll now.
You asked me why I'm doing all this. But even if I told you why, I doubt very strongly that the knowledge would change anything at all. But let's say that I take the time to explain it to you. What do you think would happen then? My goal is to fulfill the dream even Jiraiya-sensei was unable to achieve. What I want is to create peace and bring about justice. Oh, I see. That is noble of you. That would be justice. However, what about my family? My friends? My village? They suffered the same fate as this village at the hands of you, Hidden Leaf Ninja. How is it fair to let only you people preach about peace and justice? Once, the land of fire and the hidden leaf had grown too big. To protect their national interests, they forced feudal clans to wage war against each other, and profited from it. Otherwise, the people of the villages would have starved. As it happened, our little nation and its villages became the battlefield where the great nations waged their war. Each time they did, our nation was ravaged and laid to waste. After many such battles, the great nation stabilized, but our smaller nation suffered, and it barely recovered. You and I are both seeking the very same thing. We both want to achieve the peace that Jiraiya-sensei envisioned. You and I are the same. We're both motivated by our desire for peace and justice. The justice that I have delivered against the Leaf Village is no different from what you are trying to do to me. Everyone feels the same pain when losing something dear. You and I have both experienced that pain. You strive for your justice, and I strive for mine. We're both just ordinary men who have been driven to seek vengeance in the name of justice. And if one comes to call vengeance justice, such justice will only breed further vengeance and trigger a vicious cycle of hatred. Right now, we live in such a cycle. I know the past and can foretell our future. It is the same as our history. So we believe that human beings simply cannot understand each other, and they never will. The shinobi world of ours is ruled by hatred, and hatred alone. So, Naruto, how would you confront this hatred in order to create peace? I want to know what your answer is.
I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Anywho, now that that was done, pretty much, well, Naruto actually used this time and to gather nature energy and break out of the rods, and then said, "I will find true peace in this world. I promise you this. You fight for a good cause, but I'm sorry. I have to protect my village." And basically, as soon as he says this, Pain realizes that he's lost, and he couldn't even do much to Naruto, to be honest. And yeah, Naruto literally annihilated Pain with a Rasen Shuriken. Literally, he created it instantly. And yeah, sorry guys, just had to get something out. Anywho, he created it instantly to annihilate Pain. And he destroyed the body, but of course to use the chakra rods to actually find out where the real Pain is, because he actually found out that there must be another Pain controlling them, because they were all puppets, and most of them were literally made out of a thing metal, scrap metal, pretty much. Anywho, now Naruto tracks the reverse something, tracks them, I forgot the name, and goes up to Nagato, and in the end that the same thing happens like in the original. And then after this, while that was happening, of course the village started getting remade and everything, and of course the Five Kage Summit was still announced, and because of Killer Bee's capture, and Naruto realized that Satsuki got captured by she's not captured, and Satsuki is now in the Akatsuki, and her Raikage wants her dead, and Naruto's like, no, I cannot allow this to happen. And so he actually goes off on his own, follows Danzo, and this time Sakura never really has to say, "Oh, I love you, Naruto." Like, so this time she's not as hateful, and now Naruto is actually gone on his own, and Sakura actually comes with him, and same as Shino, Shikamaru, and Choji. They all go together since they're all friends, and of course, Kakashi and Yamato still take them. And yes, Naruto in the end still meets up. The Five Kage Summit still ends the same way, like it ended in the original, with of course not in the original Sasuke actually tried to kill Sakura, but here this time she never really tries to kill Sakura, and Naruto is there first, and this time Naruto asks her to come back, and Danzo's dead by now, and she says, "I'm sorry, I'm too far gone, Naruto. I wish I could. I wish I could go back to the life that I had once, but it's too late now. I can't, not anymore. Goodbye, Naruto." And Naruto says, "No, Satsuki, you don't have to do this." And basically, Satsuki leaves, and with the Obito and the five. War upon the five great nations has been declared. Of course, the five great nations now, the five great villages now actually decide to come together, and even Gaara, who actually was pretty good friends with Naruto now, wants to protect Naruto, and so they actually send him into the same place where Killer Bee was sent to master his tail beast chakra. In the same place. This time only Yamato went, and Guy was actually protecting them. And since Kisame is still alive, the war will be a lot harder here. And so, just saying, Kisame, Obito still makes the same pact with, not pact literally, he still makes the same deal with Kabuto, since he has the body of Orochimaru, and Kisame is still sent to find intel on the location of Naruto Uzumaki, and so he finds them, but he gets killed by sending the location first to to Kabuto, and he kills himself like in the original. Anywho, that was pretty irrelevant. Anywho, now Naruto, who now Naruto, who actually was meditating and fighting the Nine Tails on his own, literally just trying to master its strength and prove himself. The Nine Tails going all out, and then basically the Nine Tails gave up because Naruto was too strong, and Naruto won and proved himself. Of course, when Naruto went out, he actually found out about the war, and basically told them, "Why didn't they tell me him?" And basically he wanted to get out of here and as soon as possible and go and fight on with his comrades, and he wants to go and help them, but of course they don't allow him at first. But in the end, Naruto still gets out because he's too strong. No one can really hold him back, and so after this, Naruto, since no one can really hold him back, Naruto actually goes off on his own into the war, and this time he actually breaks through the barriers. Sorry guys, I just had a memory loss there. He breaks out the barriers on his own, and now Naruto, who has been fighting on his own throughout the war, and still meets Itachi Uchiha, and I'm just saying, Satsuki got the Eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, and during her time resting, she actually thought back on how she said goodbye to Naruto, and she was really sad about it. She wanted to say sorry, she didn't really mean it, and so Naruto, she actually decided to go and fight for Naruto, because she didn't. Obito really didn't care about Satsuki anymore, and didn't care at all. And so Naruto's Satsuki was like, I'm gone. And of course, Team Hebi, which is now Team Taka. Yes, Team Taka still is there, and of course, she goes off on her own. And while Naruto actually helped Itachi get out of his get out of being controlled, Naruto Itachi was going to Kabuto now, and Satsuki still meets up with Itachi, and basically she wants an explanation. And Itachi says, "Not now, little sister. I cannot allow to. I have to stop the reanimation jutsu as soon as possible. So please get out of my way already." And basically Satsuki's like, "Come back here already!" And basically, well, Itachi was getting kind of pissed. He's like, "Oh my god, allow it, please, please, just allow it." And he tried to go off on his own, but of course Satsuki kept bugging him, and so Itachi decided to tell her that then she should help him. She should help him beat Kabuto and stop the reanimation jutsu. And Satsuki's like, "All right, then I'll do it." And basically now, Satsuki, Satsuki, who was actually in the war, is fighting with, her brother. She's actually going to go and find Kabuto and annihilate him, because they need to stop Kabuto, since Kabuto is the reanimation jutsu caster, and they need to stop him, because if they can't stop the reanimation jutsu, they're pretty much finished. They're finished if they can't stop it, and the war will be won by the Akatsuki, because Naruto will be captured. And she's been told this, and she's like, "Wait, Naruto will be captured?" And Itachi's like, "Yes, Naruto will be captured if you do not help." And she's like, "I will definitely help," because she doesn't want her loved one to be captured by the Akatsuki, because she knows that the Akatsuki will literally kill him and by capturing him. And so she went off to actually fight Kabuto, and in the end she was able to actually beat Kabuto with her older brother, Itachi. And of course Itachi still shows the truth about she understands the truth about Itachi's past and why he killed his clan, their clan. And she was pretty sad, but is what it is. She had to understand this. And yes, anywho, now that Satsuki understood what really happened in the during the Uchiha massacre, and why Itachi actually did it in the first place, she doesn't really hate him as much, and she joins the fight. Of course, she still wants an explanation why do people want to become Hokage and everything. And so she actually wants to find out about what it means to be a Hokage. And so she still gathers Team Heavy and revives Orochimaru to go and find to go and find out why people want to stay as Hokage, and want to be Hokage in the first place, because she doesn't understand. She really does not understand this. And so she actually just I need to find out ASAP, as soon as possible. And yeah, now that Satsuki is finding out what it means to be Hokage, and why Naruto wants to be Hokage and everything, Naruto was actually fighting the reanimated Jinchuriki. And since here the reanimated Jinchuriki are 7, not only 6, 7, including Killer B, since Killer B died here, Naruto had a much harder fight, and in the end was able to save all the all of the tail beasts, and they all gave him power, and a lot more power here. And he met all the Jinchuriki, and Naruto was pretty sad for them, because he's the only one alive now, and he promises them that he will avenge them and he will stop this war. And so he goes off to actually fight this war on his own, and he actually wants to get stronger with this power that he has. And Naruto can feel something stronger. He can feel that he can summon all the powers of the Jinchuriki. Not too much of it, but a bit of it. And this is what the Jinchuriki gave him as a gift. And so Naruto is like, alright, cool, this is pretty good. And so now Naruto is now now Naruto understands the true power, true meaning of power. Of course, the now Madara got reanimated, and the five Kage were fighting off Madara, and they get annihilated just like in the original. And while that was happening, the war arc kind of went the same until Satsuki arrived. Satsuki, once she arrived, Naruto and Satsuki actually, well, by this time the five Kage, well, the other four Kage were reanimated, and now that they are reanimated, sorry, the war was a bit easier on Naruto, and he regained a bit of strength. But it is what it is. It doesn't really matter, since Naruto's pretty strong on his own, and Sakura was healing him anyways. And yeah, Satsuki arrived, and Naruto got pretty excited, and not that way anyway. And Naruto got excited, and basically they actually started fighting Obito together. Obito, the Tento's Jinchuriki Jubito, basically. And since the two had a much greater bond, they were able to actually create the Kurama Susanoo much quicker, and they were fighting together instead of fighting alone at first. And Naruto actually found out about using Sage mode much before. Well, he found out about Sage mode being effective against the Tento's Jinchuriki before, since he actually was in Sage mode from the very beginning. And Naruto then said, how about we fight with all the tail beasts power? And basically Satsuki's like, what do you mean? And basically Naruto's like, just watch and see. And as soon as he says this, Satsuki's like, alright. And Naruto then basically creates a Rasengan. Well, I mean, sorry, not a Rasengan. Naruto pulls out the sword that Kurama has, and the sword actually is not a normal Susanoo sword like in the original. It's actually engulfed with lava, and it's kind of different from the original. He's actually using Son Goku's powers, Son Goku's what's it called, lava release, to actually boost the sword's cutting powers and energy, so it does more damage on Jubito, especially with Sage mode applied to it. It's much stronger than in the original, just a normal sword. Yes, way stronger here. And so Naruto and Satsuki were able to actually pull out the tail beasts much faster here. And yeah, anywho, now that was done, of course Madara still gets pretty pissed, and is that, yeah, that's enough, let me quickly annihilate everyone, since Obito was actually controlled by Zetsu to actually now reanimate Madara. And Madara, now that's reanimated, no one can really beat him. Even Naruto, with all this power, he can't beat him since he's out of chakra. And he's actually the nine toes is actually being extracted from him. And since Naruto was able to free all the other tail beasts, they were actually taken away by Madara. And Naruto, who is now pretty much dead, Naruto is dead now. Since he's dead now, of course Satsuki is pretty pissed off, and so she actually goes off and tries to fight Madara on her own. And Madara says, how about you join me, young Uchiha? And of course Satsuki's like, no, I'll never join you. And she actually gets killed. And of course, not killed, Kabuto was actually helping to reanimate her, since all the five Kage are here now, and they were fighting with the other Kage, and the Shinobi in the Shinobi Alliance. And yeah, of course, here it goes the same how they meet the Sage of Six Paths, and they actually get the Six Path Sage mode powers. Yes, that happens like in the original. And yeah, they come out and pretty much annihilate Madara, since Naruto is much stronger here. Since Satsuki already had Hashirama cells, she actually got a less of a boost, since she was already strong enough. And she only got that little push to actually get her Rinne Sharingan. And Naruto, who actually had got a much bigger boost than Satsuki here, than the original, he actually was able to unlock the Rinnegan. Yes, the Sage of Six class actually gave Naruto the Rinnegan, and the same exact Rinnegan as his own. Basically, literally, he can warp through time. It's like a space time. His own ability is like a space time ninjutsu. It's much different from any other Rinnegan ever seen in this Naruto verse, but Naruto can actually use space and time to actually well, he can bend space and time to just literally what's it called, to become unintangible. Basically, it's like the Kamui. He can basically become well, like a ghost. You can't touch him. That's what Naruto's new ability is, and Naruto only has one of them, just like Satsuki. Satsuki actually has both. Sorry, my bad. Since she had the Hashirama cell, she actually got both, and so Naruto and Satsuki, the two power couple, were able to annihilate Madara, but of course Kaguya got reanimated, and Obito here actually helped out, and Naruto still actually, well, Obito gave one of his eyes to Kakashi, and Kakashi actually regained his Mangekyo, and basically Naruto regenerated it, and Obito gave the other one to Kakashi, and Naruto regenerated that one as well. But now that now that Naruto, now that both Kakashi and Obito have the Rinnegan, well, not the Rinnegan, the two Mangekyo Sharingans, they can actually use the Susanoo together, and the Sakura is still there. Of course, Naruto being able to actually becoming the Jinchuriki of all the tail beasts, literally having all the Jinchuriki inside of him. He has all the beach now. He's able to use all the chakra together, and they were able to beat Kaguya. Anywho, after this, the war ended, and this time, Satsuki never really had, never really wanted to do revolution, and she just hugged Naruto and kissed him, and that was pretty much it. Basically, then after this, of course, Naruto the last happened, and Satsuki still wanted to go to repent, and basically Naruto's like, how about you repent in the village? And basically Satsuki's like, no, I'm sorry, Naruto. And basically she leaves, and Naruto says okay. But right before she leaves, he actually tells whispers something to her that when she returns, they'll get married, since they're gonna be the age. Anywho, and that was pretty much it. And I hope you'll enjoy this series. I know it was pretty rushed at the end, but it really didn't change much in the end, but it is what it is. I hope you'll enjoy it. Please subscribe to my second channel, the King of Fools now, and also follow Shoker on Instagram. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Join my Discord server in the join my Discord server. Subscribe to Kazama, Ratreet, and Miniman123, and don't forget to use code MEME for 5% off on your next $49 plus order on Beautiful Halo, and 10% off with the code MEME if your order is over $99 plus. Anywho, use my link in the description. All the links are in the description below, and peace, guys. Hope you have a nice day.